And we are live. Hello and welcome everybody to the Root Winter Tournament 2023 Round 2 Losers Bracket Game 15. My name is Guerric and this is Lily.
I exist.
Our players today are immatipyou.
What's up, everyone?
Indifferent Fish.
Hey, hey.
Evelyn.
Hello, hello.
And Chaotic Noodle.
Hi, Guerric. Hi, chat.
Thank you so much, everybody. You know where to find me if you need me, so good luck, have fun. I'll let you get started.
Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you.
Hey, so is there like a worst map for the moles, or no?
Not really.
That's actually a good question.
Now for the moles,
Blake?
we all agree to root
Winter?
So, like, it's...
In that case, we're just gonna be straightforward. I'm just gonna pick.
The problem is moles are good. Moles are really, really good. If you pick something like winter... If you pick something like winter, then it's less connected, which maybe is hard for them swaying, but it's also less connected, which means it's harder for people to go up there and punch them.
So
And
Someone needs...
vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's
Like starting in 6 right now is pretty good.
right. There's nothing you can do to.
Suits. What is happening?
Yeah.
It's a good cluster of bunnies and it's a good cluster of foxes. It's a decent cluster of mice.
Fox dominance versus rabbit.
Where's keepers when you need them?
I mean, they all have adjacency. Gosh,
I know, right? This
Badgers game.
would be a great Badgers game.
I mean, I like moles. I'm feeling a lot of mole hatred at this table though. I feel like if I pick moles as well, I just get extorted turn 1. So
You will almost certainly get extorted turn 1 in this faction mix. Like if there was a different 5th faction, perhaps, but it's Ronin, like the second worst vagabond, or worst vagabond, depending upon your opinion. I think it's second worst. So like,
Who's the worst?
I think Scoundrel's worse.
Don't you harm my baby.
I mean, I love Scoundrel's meat.
Riverfolk first pick! Let's go!
Spicy.
this. Oh, I need to reveal my hand. Here we go.
It's a pretty good hand.
That's a pretty good hand. That's a good mole's hand.
Very good mole's hand.
Why didn't we pick moles?
River.
The mole's hate was real.
Oh, there's a button, right? I can press. What is it?
Yeah, the number
4?
pad.
Okay, cool.
The number god.
Think.
Yeah, mole hate is reaching a fervor. Perhaps
3.
that will change how people draft.
On top of each other.
I am very curious.
4 warriors on the river.
Were there many players who lost in round 1 who aren't playing in round 2? No, Colonel. I think there's
A couple.
2 people who straight up have ghosted, and there's
We had one withdrawal.
2 withdrawals, and 3 people who didn't show up for their game and who I don't know I'm going to be able to work them back into the schedule.
I guess I probably should have asked this before I picked. Sorry, how do people feel about buying
I mean, I'll
Just
probably
as a
buy a
general-
couple times.
sales? Just
It
getting
usually
people's
depends on the
opinions.
situation.
Mm-hmm.
Who was in your first game, Colonel?
I'm just thinking whether to give my special discount round 1 or not.
I don't know. Give it.
We do have
Giving away coins for.
a game later today and 2 tomorrow as well.
Because we
The
have
losers
Well,
bracket.
3 total tomorrow, but yeah, 2 losers bracket games tomorrow. And then we have, we're still locking down the schedule, but it's looking like there's going to be 2 more losers bracket games on Monday and Tuesday, and a winners bracket game on next Saturday.
So you might not see them just because they don't
I was like, pick moles and buy from the.
haven't played yet.
There are more games than the schedule indicates.
There's a pretty good chance we'll have cats in the game too, and they always like to buy
Yeah,
cards.
yeah.
So.
Deconte is scheduled in the upcoming games. I believe Dagcon Faraday played already.
Yes.
If I just, there's that. So I gave myself a point. Take that back away.
The buff Riverfolk needed.
Starts the point. So it looks like we left our hand
There is a
cost at 2.
Prisoner's Dilemma
Yeah.
game that we could play, but I'm just gonna be the toxic one.
Evelyn just going for it. She doesn't get to play moles often because you always pick them.
It's true. It's true. Let's see if I rubbed off on her at all.
All right. I can't see any of my board, so I'm gonna leave and come back. Give me 2 seconds.
Do you need to move your cards before you do that?
I don't think in this mod you have to do that.
It should be fine, but if you want to be safe, you can turn them face down and put them on the table.
I mean, we're all going to see them soon anyway, right?
Ready?
Not wrong.
Sorry, guys.
Not wrong.
It's.
This is kind of a recurring issue with Evelyn, actually, now that I think about it.
Story. I'm the reason why we have to do weird stuff with the Woodland Alliance because for some reason I can always see their supporters.
That's true.
This is a true fact. It is specifically Evelyn that triggered that.
This mod hates me. Is my point.
Poor Evelyn.
I mean,
so
we outnumber the mod. The reality is that's not unique to this mod. It's just, I believe it's because the hand zone is being spawned after the mod is initialized, whereas something like the Ultimate mod has all of the hand zones in play at the start, I think. But the same issue happens in the Ultimate mod sometimes. Like, it's not unique to this mod.
No.
I think it's just something this mod does that exacerbates it. And holy moly, it is really warm in this office.
Is it?
I am sweating.
Huh.
I can turn down. I can't. I'd lock my phone. I can't do anything.
I might crack a window real quick.
Could always go turn it down on the thermostat downstairs.
Hilarious.
6 is
Dutchy. I don't know why.
Oh, now it's so cold. Oh, I'm freezing.
I'll close it in a minute.
I thought there wasn't one.
Okay, Evelyn's starting up in that northern corridor because
Okay.
Noodle did not do any pick-up action that could have blocked that starting position.
Yeah.
You're good.
And this is ideal.
Interesting.
This is usually considered the dream setup for moles on this map.
Agreed. I'm a little surprised to see her put 3 moles in 1 instead of the 3 moles in 6.
We potentially need a fox clearing this way.
Ah.
I mean, I don't really have a choice. I just messed up and put that Dutchy card in the bag, so I was just removing the options. Yeah, I have to do the Corvids.
Oh, Indifferent Fish feeling pushed into
You
Corvids.
don't have an option. What?
Yeah, and that's like exactly why I don't have an option, because now you have no option.
I mean,
The Ronin hate is real.
Cosmic, I got a good smile from me.
is this gonna
I appreciated your email in its totality.
be a Cats game?
Except for the fact that you couldn't actually help me out.
There's like very few people building, right? I was thinking about picking cats, but 4th seat cats is just no. I mean, maybe 4th seat otters is going to feel
I
nice.
should update the overlay.
I do get the feeling I'm going to be up all night thinking, why didn't I pick moles?
Mhm.
Here we go.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think otters are in a bad spot on winter map. Like,
It is a pretty good map for otters, and it's a pretty good distribution for otters.
Agreed. I will state,
That's definitely like, yeah, no. Otters, I think we were all concerned.
while we're all scared of moles, they don't have a 100% win rate, so they do lose.
Try and finish with setup.
Okay. Well. Okay, let me figure this out.
Cat's good faction, right?
Yeah.
The Vagabond.
I don't know. Who wants to play cats after the best cats player in the world played last night?
I guess the
Me.
big question is, where do I put my cat homelands?
That is a good question.
Actually, hang on a second. Let's
Isn't that-
see here.
cats are gonna have so much space on this map. Like,
So much space.
none of these factions want to build buildings.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Moles build buildings. The other 2 factions cannot build buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Extra cards from Riverfolk are also potentially helpful.
Yep.
Moles, but we've already.
I think cats is a good go here.
And notably, you go before Corvids, so while marching turn 1 is not
Ideal.
the preferred move for cats, you could avoid the extortion.
You could.
Like, I think I have to pick the cats because I'm not familiar enough with how to play Vagabond and Despot Infamy rules.
Also, Ronin is
We're gonna-
trash.
Be the
You
cat.
just quest a lot. You don't choose it unless you have a T in your starting hand. That's what I've learned.
Okay.
She has, in fact, learned that, because that was a dangerous
So
lesson for
we
her.
are going to put.
It's like a very weird.
Go for Foxdom. You got it right set up there. Just set up your 3 homelands and Fox. Go for it.
It is-
Go.
well, also, the other one's in 10. Like, it's not actually a hard dom if you wanted to go for it. This is probably not the faction mix for it, but
No.
stranger things have happened.
Stranger things have, in fact, happened.
Keeps going in the corner, guys. Keeps going in the corner. Then we're going to put the starting sawmill
Nothing wrong with corner keep. There was some interesting discussion yesterday about whether it's better to that's the ruin slot, isn't it? Yeah. Whether it's better to force project and put the keep outward, or whether it's better to sort of confine yourself to standard setup because it just works. But 8 and 9 would be pretty sweet, just locking up the bottom half. Not that the bottom half probably matters to many people, but it means you can radiate from the center.
Evelyn did move the sawmill out of the ruin.
I saw that. I appreciated it.
And then it's one warrior in other clear.
Those cats did a flip on the land.
Yeah, they're excited.
Okay.
Or
they're flying Graysons.
Or I was gonna say they're very freaked out. One of the two.
One.
I thought that was.
Could I trouble you to increase the size of my secret box? Did he hear me?
Sure. 1 moment.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, cats.
Yeah.
Free point to expose.
I mean,
Thank you very much, Guerric.
And then I believe.
I wanted to talk after everyone said that.
With.
But I didn't. I was good.
So we discard down.
And discard down.
It is a free point.
It is also a free point, but you know who it's hurting.
Chat about.
And you probably want to hurt him.
Like that.
Just the moles, not Evelyn.
That feels like a fun move you pull on your friend group to troll them real quick. But not something you actually do.
Right.
And then
shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Oh.
Also.
What are we discarding as? I forgot. We have otters. We should be looking at this.
Okay.
So
getting rid of the informants, which makes sense.
Is we're probably going to have an extort moles, right? So they'll be on 2 cards. If I only
absolutely
keep
have
2...
to extort moles.
Yeah, and if I only keep 2 suited cards, if you both buy suits, then they can only buy. They could still sway Brig, but they'd have to do it with saboteurs, and so they'd then lose the card.
So you're suggesting the table let you start with a 9 fund turn? That seems pretty.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't imagine if saboteurs is the only card left that moles will actually buy from me.
This is an interesting proposition.
Suggesting that
I don't
keep the 2 suits.
I don't know that I think it's good, but it's really interesting. It's creative.
Partisans, cats. This is coins. It's coins. And then you just leave the saboteurs.
But why wouldn't the cat buy the bird card if they buy?
But, I mean, yes, that makes sense, but it leaves a suit for the moles.
Yeah, the proposition is if moles are going to be down a card because of corvids.
I think this is probably.
What if the table colludes to purchase these suited cards?
I think it makes sense.
So that moles can only purchase a bird card, which they don't especially want.
Moles first turn and stop them getting first turn Brig, or at least first turn Brig and keeping 3 cards.
So I will say this because I say this before the game. Before, when we were sitting in like the pre-game things, these were all very talkative players. I don't think I'm gonna have to be doing much here. I'm gonna be sitting here and just enjoying.
Before on turn 0, like that's you're doing a lot to hurt the moles, but then you're gonna have to do something about the otters immediately after. And don't get me wrong, moles need to be punched, 100%.
Yeah. I'll trade post the cat warriors.
I think there's maybe a different version of this.
If you both buy, I'll trade.
Nah. I take it back. I regretted it immediately.
I'm down for you trade posting me. So.
Switchfang, yes.
Okay, I mean. So wait, so what's turn order? I'm gonna draw a little. So I go first.
They're very proud of it too.
Right.
Okay.
It's Tip, Fish, Evelyn, Noodle.
And Fish is crows?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Also, chat, I don't know what you're talking about. These are root shirts.
So if you're first, the first thing in the game is, are you buying from me?
Are we done?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna hit start game. Okay. All right. So, you know what? would love to buy from you. So let me. I would love to buy that bird card. I know that wasn't the original plan, but I do need a bird card.
No, sure. It was just my plan, but it's up to you guys what you buy.
Yeah, so
I can't tell you what is and isn't for sale.
There are the 2 warriors. I'll just.
Yeah.
If you want information about the next Root expansion, there's a post in Root News right now.
Immediately discard it to get another action, if that's okay with everyone. Just have that banked. Or no,
Yeah,
actually.
I don't remember. I can't open my phone.
And then do it.
Oh, and then birdsong. Okay, we'll get a wood at each sawmill. Oh, wood boomers. Okay, we have a wood. Okay, we're moving on to daylight. Craft. So, okay, nothing to craft. Take up to 3 actions. We are going to discard the bird, so I can get a 4th. We're going to first spend this wood. What is it? Okay, we're spending the wood. And we are going to build a sawmill in my keep clearing.
Switchfang, I realized that pretty quickly too, and I was very sad.
For it. There we go.
And a little sad to see building in the keep, but again, I guess no one's really going to be contesting us too much.
Then we're going to overwork, and we're going to discard.
Mike, some noise. If it matters to you, that's not official leader
at my fox
material.
Which I will then.
That was made by a couple of the mod team.
Overwork, 4th action, and.
I love how things are April Fool's jokes unless enough people think I want it, and then they become not April Fool's jokes sometimes.
Right.
Let's put a recruiter here.
Alright, we are putting a recruiter on 8, which helps protect the choke point there.
That is nice. I do like that.
I'll give you 1 more point.
So did a build, overwork, build. We still have 1 more action.
Build, overwork, build. And then I think for my 4th action, what I want to do is I'm going to recruit. And yeah.
So we're gonna let ourselves get extorted.
Okay. We're choosing to get extorted.
And recruit here.
Unless we're about to just like expose it.
I hope not.
So build, overwork, build. And then we draw 1 card. And that will be turn. Is there a draw card button or no?
Oh, there is. The bottom of your board. Yeah.
Awesome. It's hiding. And
if we don't feel precious about the cards we have remaining.
Do you want to buy?
That is a valid question.
I mean, you already have half the crafting requirement for the coins. That's a good one. I mean, obviously, mouse partisans.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm just. Oh yeah. Sorry, wrong.
Yeah.
There we go. Here we go.
Nope.
I'm used to the other mod.
Were we just offering those to moles?
And sorry if my dog's a little loud. I'm tempted to buy the mouse partisans right now because the fox isn't
forces him to move.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if you buy one, I'd rather the mouse, but obviously if you buy coins, I understand because it's coins.
Yeah, but also at this very moment, the like Evelyn was saying a bit ago, I don't necessarily want to supercharge you up to 7 actions right away.
Sure. I mean, I'll stick to the promise of spending these cats if you give me 2 as well.
See, but then that helps the cats and not me. No, I think we'll have to think about it a little bit later.
Okay. I was gonna say, what is that? What type of a deal is that? I will maintain the deal I already made with a different player and give you no benefit.
Well, the deal with the other player included this
if they want
person buying.
Big, they'll have to go to this box.
I mean,
I do find the traveling otter's hand very interesting on Noodle's part.
Yeah, you wanted both of us to buy.
You used to see that more. You used to see players who would just like.
Because if the moles win, I'll remember that this was my game-losing
Well,
mistake.
You used to see people unlock this and throw it around at people like buy.
And extort me. I'm incentivized to buy to artificially inflate otters to take heat off of myself.
I will only keep 2 funds, Crows. So if moles buy as well, I'll spend yours and only keep the moles funds.
How would you spend them if moles existed?
You rule a clearing.
So long as you rule a clearing.
So if you like
a very interesting proposition.
Recruit rabbit and buy, I'll put a trade post here. I want to keep 2 funds. Like, yes.
It's also hard after this week with so many otters wins. I think I have to not buy right now.
Okay.
Trust my dumb gut. It might be wrong, but you know.
No, sure. Go for it.
Especially because I'm about to flip and get some cards.
Yeah, sure.
Indifferent Fish's voice reminds me of, I think, Roger Craig Smith.
Oh golly, I think I need to.
If any voice acting nerds are out there,
Waterman's Law.
Tell me if I'm crazy.
Now the thing I'm really debating.
You'd have to tell me who that is.
So I'm not trying to waste time.
Lots of people.
That's fair.
You know what? Why not? Why the heck not?
Is it working?
There's reasons why not. Doesn't matter. You all saw that card. I'm just flipping, not crafting, extorting.
Okay.
Steal a random one from the moles and the cats. How do y'all want to play this?
You can just grab one from my hand. There's no order to them.
Oh.
No.
Sorry, I did see that.
It's okay. I was gonna tell everyone what you took anyways.
Good.
Ugh.
Oh, that's not the one I wanted you to take.
I can't believe this is like the
best extort ever.
And stop talking.
Yeah, so in case anyone didn't see that, the crows took a bird ambush from me, so you know. It's okay.
And a master engravers, but you know.
Oh, man.
And I also don't care that you all saw I had rabbit partisans because I am going to recruit into the place we're talking about, rabbit.
I'm in shock. I'm also regretting I ate all my pretzels immediately. Should have brought up bread.
Yeah.
Bread is delicious.
You can always go get it. As otters, how often do you spend your funds right away after someone buys from you? I recommend holding them for at least a turn to get more value from it. The meta of like, spend those immediately and I'll buy, that developed as a form of counter otters play. And I don't know that people recognize that that's what it is anymore. You really want that fund for a minimum of 1 turn where you can commit it and then spend it, just to get some amount of positive delta out of it. If the table is forcing you to spend, you to spend those funds immediately, you're not actually getting ahead on those deals.
I have to plot once.
I think that's why I've never played otters, is I just can't handle the peer pressure. I just can't do it. Not good at it.
Just don't play on lake map, no peer.
Go get me bread.
What bread do you want?
The yappy.
Okay.
Deserve that after that.
So that was 3 actions. I moved once, I plotted twice. I removed 1 crow for the first plot, 2 crows for the second.
Ooh, undefended plots. What?
2 cards.
This is a decision. I'm a little surprised to see this one, honestly.
Interesting.
I'm a little surprised to see.
Bird ambush in your hand. Cost 3 warriors to get rid of.
Oh, do you know about the bunny? Oh, wait, never mind.
It's a raid gambit, but we know they have a bird ambush too. So I'm not sure what's the thought process is here.
Discard that one.
We have undefended plots.
Okay. All right. I'm done making mistakes and calling it a turn. I will end my turn.
Well, okay, so we haven't had this happen as much this year, but last year when that happened, we were always worried that the player didn't realize you need a warrior to flip the plot. I'm hoping that's not the case here.
I mean, I definitely shouldn't, but
oh yeah, there's that old school otters play.
Look at that suggestive Just gentle marketing strategy.
This is our hand for you to choose from.
This hand is our hand. For all the Americans at the table.
Where are the Crows VP tracker?
This hand was made for you and me.
Okay, Crows forgot to score points. Got it.
My previous logic is still sound. Like, starting Brig is really powerful, plus throwing some shade at otters is not bad. I mean, it might be the only buy for the whole game, which is totally fine. Yeah, what the hell? I can make a bad choice here. We'll buy the Mouse Partisan.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's too many moles. You don't get that many.
Thank you.
I pay a premium for some reason.
The mole tax.
Yeah, moles pay +1 for the whole.
Different Fish noticed.
Imagine if you could adjust prices on a per player basis.
Shocking.
Oh, Indifferent Fish. I'm happy for you to take your point now.
And we'll reveal these 3 cards. Super exciting, I know. And we're
Whoa, where'd you get this mouse, Partisans? That's cool.
Let's find me a Bridget. Whole 2 points.
Looking at Mouse Partisans, I'm looking at the size of that cat. I just realized how giant that mouse is.
The other thing's loam, swap meet.
Moving to evening.
Mouse is huge.
Kind of.
Hand.
I mean, the mouse is crouching.
I have no crafting.
There's like comparing their faces.
I have to say it all out loud, or else I'll forget to do it.
And before Noodle starts, I didn't want to interrupt, just so everybody else saw. Are you guys cool if I take the point I forgot from my flip?
That's
that's fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
I mean, everybody.
Corbett's caught the point.
Cool. Also, just to say, in response to earlier, I didn't want to keep bartering back and forth forever about the Otter wins. There has been more this week. I did intend to watch those games because I am an Otter enjoyer. However, I never got round to it. So, for all intents and purposes, I have no special tips. So, don't consider me an especial threat like the other winners.
It's cool. I'm a tippy. We'll give you some tips.
I mean,
right.
if I tip you mean push them over, so.
No protectionism, no dividends, gather funds. Okay. Now, I never actually said I would spend the cats if moles bought, but I
There it is.
To show good faith to the cats and hopefully increase our long-term happiness together.
Nice. Love it. Love it.
Where are we putting down a trade post?
I think build a. Is this silly just because it stacks up tasty cards?
I mean, oh, those are some plots.
Yeah, the plots are interesting because it's like you can go kill them and it's free, but you lose.
I mean,
3 warriors because
if one or both are raids, the removal of one enables the other to flip.
Yeah, but then we could just reveal it.
It's true. But what if only one's a raid? Big brain strat, know exactly which one they're going to remove.
And if otters are not careful,
for a point,
Corvids could ambush and cause trade disruption.
Commit a mole to draw. Commit
that floating hand is going to be a little annoying for the camera.
Mole to draw. There you go, cats.
Oh.
To replace that bird ambush you lost?
I didn't take my 2 points. Sorry, if I can do that now. And Crows and I will try and remember to take our points in a more timely fashion.
It's this side of the table. We're bad at it.
Yeah. So this is my 3rd draw.
So, were you gonna draw with your last one?
No, I'm thinking of crafting this bag.
I was gonna say, if you wanted to pop this plot token, I would be open to buying that.
And you won't ambush?
No.
I'm going to set prices up to 3. Is that still...
That does change it a little.
Just because otherwise one person can buy and I don't get anything. Because I get 2 otters anyway, right?
Yeah, no, protectionism is in effect now, yeah. You know what? I'll buy, but it might not be travel
The
here.
other thing, though, you could do, you could just use that bird card to guess away the raid. I mean, that means I'm not buying a bird card from you, but it's an easy point. Crows keep crows off the table.
But what if it's not a raid?
It's probably the worst move here, but, you know, it is a move.
I love this advice. You should do this horrible play.
Well,
It's about presenting options.
the points anyway, right?
We just want to make sure that you're fully informed.
About the points.
Stating that it can't flip it for points.
Either get a boot point or a purchase point. I don't want to get ambushed here and just feed crows a point.
Oh, I didn't realize. No, and it's a terrible. You're right, because I swear I won't ambush, but you can't trust that, so never mind.
Yeah. Would you buy this at 3 or a card? At 3?
I can't guarantee I would buy that at 3, but I would definitely still be open to buying at 3. I might have to make it more worth my juice. I'll say that.
How? Sorry. As in, if
I might need the coins. At 3, I might just take the coins. Are the thing I'd consider at 3.
Oh, I see. Sure. I got you.
This has been a fun table talk so far.
I knew it.
That's fine.
I stepped in this game.
And
so you want me like after listening for like a minute.
Yeah, that one would be awesome.
And you're saying you won't ambush, even though...
I swear on whatever.
Sure.
Swear on.
Okay, so we're forcing them to trigger the raid.
Fund to battle this. Any ambush?
No ambush.
Is it a raid?
Yes.
Do you want to flip it?
Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll let you get your points.
Yeah. And then...
That otter still dies.
Yeah, the otter...
It does.
Don't face down also do like 1 damage?
But it requires a warrior there.
Does not require a warrior
I
there.
don't think it does.
I don't think so. No, I hadn't
digital
thought
it
of that.
automatically does damage for a face down plot.
Yeah,
it is undefended, so it takes 1 additional hit automatically.
No, Evelyn, that's not the question.
No. Agents, it's also dealing a hit, so my otter dies. Is what he's saying.
Yep.
Which is
Do you mind if we we got the resource? Do you mind if we just double check with Guerric?
Yeah.
Mr. Guerric.
Hello. Yes.
Embedded agents requires a Corvid warrior, right? Or
it does not. That's a common misconception.
Oh, okay. I did not mean to kill your warrior.
No, that's fine. I killed it myself. It's a nice point for cats, I suppose. So that's all of my funds committed or spent. So in the evening, I discard down to 5 cards and then set my service cost. I think I'm going to do the pretty standard 2, 2, 3.
My diagram for turn order is wrong.
There we go.
I thought that's how we were doing it. Anyways, well then, I'll redraw that during someone else's turn. Yeah.
Where did the 1 fund for otters go?
So I do need a battle action. I do need...
We spent 2 for cats.
Okay, so first things first, we are going to...
Buy a bird?
1 wood. Well, okay.
You drew 3 cards.
That's the thing.
You battled.
Am I getting...
I feel like we should have 1 more otter.
Kind of a steep cost, you know? Uh-huh.
Did we garrison it?
I'm going to get rid of one of your trade posts on the map. And so if I can get 2 cats back on your turn, I'll gladly buy the bird card for 3. If you can promise I get 2 of them back on your turn.
I think the way I currently understand what's going to happen, yes, because I'm trusting crows to buy. They've said they would, so yeah, I would spend 2 cats again.
Okay. So
I'm gonna double buy at 3.
Evelyn is unhappy.
You should not buy cats. You got to buy. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Well, no, I mean,
reason.
Cats is in the position that
they
potentially should buy to try to prevent crows from buying the coins, but I think ultimately otters are getting fat.
I don't disagree with Evelyn's point.
Yeah.
I think she has a very good point.
I think these are all valid. It depends on how much you're willing to risk juicing the otters. I think that might be what happened to Elevars.
Yeah, I think that's what happened as well, because I can't figure it out. And action-wise, we only did 4 actions. We didn't do 5.
Yeah.
We drew 3 cards, and then we battled once, which is 4.
Weirdly enough, that specific mistake happens fairly often.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
I mean, this is basically like the point, right? Like, this is the extra action to battle my trade
So
post.
in that case, if I'm giving up 3 warriors to gain 1 point of battle action,
that's okay.
And then you're spending 2 of my warriors to give back to me to gain 2 points.
Oh, close the window.
Yeah, but then that also frees up the birds to buy the coins and gain 3 points.
But you're also denying someone else a point. So it's like a 2-point swing for you and 2 points for me. So it's just us continuing to work together.
I mean, my thing is, I feel like I should buy to discourage crows. Yeah. Because then if the otters win, it's not my fault. It's the crows for still buying in this situation. So yeah, you know what?
He's got us there.
Regardless, moles are not buying.
Yes,
so I can tell you that.
We are going to go. I
mean, I'll be honest. I love these sorts of plays. The super juicing otters, leveraging the fact that you're immediately after them, and trying to deny the table additional purchases. Like these are really fun.
And I mean, cats have enough warriors to really take advantage of it.
Yeah. It is pretty risky though.
I would be honestly surprised crows bought at 3 with the amount of limited warriors they have.
Yeah.
Craft.
It looks like we only did 1 purchase anyway, though, so it's.
Well, yeah, the second buy from crows is the second buy.
Here. This.
I thought we were talking about making a second purchase ourselves in order to deny.
Tab. If you just press tab.
Okay. Tab.
As you can see, I have no ambush, so you can keep that as a little trophy if you'd like.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind. I'll take my point for removing cardboard. So that's 1 action. We're just gonna discard the bird card now for these extra actions. I still have 3. What we're going to do is we are going to do a move action. And we're going to move this cat here. We're going to march. And then we're going to march 1, 2, 3. So I rule that clearing.
Interesting.
That one I was not expecting, if I'm being honest.
We're going to build. We'll spend the 2 wood.
There's probably a recruit in our future.
To put a recruiter in this mouse clearing here.
Yep.
Now we recruit.
Yep.
So that was battle, move.
You do not need to rule the recruiter to recruit at the recruiter.
Correct.
And then we are going to recruit again.
And did you recruit at the start of this turn?
No. So I've done battle, move, and that was from 2 to 7 and 11 to 1.
Then build. And now recruit.
And now we're going to recruit.
Yeah, no, totally fine. I'm sorry.
So we're going to do 1.
I will say, anytime says someone... I've heard people say we're going to recruit again, from last turn, and that made me think you could recruit multiple times on the cat's turn, and then I learned I was wrong. You can only recruit once per turn. And that's why I was like, oh... And then when people say recruit again, I can see why others might get confused.
The otters significantly, hopefully less, assuming I can actually draw well. So, there we go.
I mean, do you know what's better than 1 extra action?
2 extra actions.
Oh.
Life is good. But it can be better.
Always be better.
You crack me up. Anyways. Okay. We're good.
Right, this puts me in an odd spot. Because I can't, in good conscience, buy from the cats right now.
You can't buy from the cats, I see.
You can't buy from the cats anyways.
You can't buy after the cats.
No, you're right. You can't buy from the cat. You can buy from me, though.
Yeah, but then you would have 10, and...
How about this, right? You don't want to buy at 3. I don't know, maybe you'd buy at 2. I spend 1 of the crows to recruit in clearing 10, and just leave him there, right? He's going to do pretty much nothing. Maybe he becomes useful for me later in the game when I need to fight. And I'm also thinking, I'm wearing blue, so maybe I'll go and be policeman this turn. You can point me towards where you think's a good place to go hit, and most likely that'll be a couple of moles, which is off the river. So I'm gonna have to spend the 2 you give me to get there anyway. As in, obviously you're giving me 3. I'm spending 1 to go here. The remaining 2.
You're committing them.
Committing,
right?
sorry. Yeah, committing.
Which is not spending.
Doesn't give me the actions.
Gives you move actions.
I don't want to. Sorry, I'm gonna use up. We're gonna have a record game if I keep trying to sell for 5 minutes, forgetting everyone's turn. That's my offer. I'll spend 1 to put in 10.
I mean, I think if you're buying from otters, you need to go punch otters.
Mm-hmm.
That's the actual equation.
And it says the moles player who wants to get rid of the otters, the primary police force against moles. For context.
So I think I'm really scared because I feel like I have to break some basic tenets here.
I mean, it's with cats. It was buying 1 point, right? For you, it's buying 3. You can get coins and craft it right now. No one's taken your.
I totally hear you, and your argument isn't falling on deaf ears. It's just I can't trust otters. I've been burnt in the past, Some greedy otters got me.
Ooh, past relationship problems coming into this relationship.
I'm not going to break my word.
It's not a good way to make new relationships.
I don't like to break my word in brute anyway.
But what are we if not an accumulation of our experiences?
Well, and no, I think I got a rock and roll. I think I got
sure, go for it.
Craft.
Whoa.
Well, I also can't guarantee I'll have them next time. Things I need. So we'll get that crafting out of the way. I'll get my 3 points.
Take the coins.
Do you want to take the coins from the board?
Thank you. I forget to do that all the time. That's entirely one of my many.
And it turns out both 2 and 7 were raids. So we were just hoping that nobody would expose.
Got our flip.
Yeah.
So that's 2 points.
Spicy.
Now for the...
Yeah, I mean, it's a fun move if it works. It's just, exposure exists and makes everything...
It was definitely a risk.
It was a little rough. But I think I need to use the crossbow.
Looks like we're at a table of very talkative and forgetful players because we've had 2 players forget to take points. 1 player forget to take an item, and I know Evelyn, she has trouble remembering to draw cards at the end of her turn. So, it's going to be a funny game.
They just need to spend less time talking, more time remembering. That's how that works, right?
No. Indeed.
Some people can't remember if they're not talking. Fair.
That's true.
I'm sorry, I'm breaking rules. My recruit was in Fox using a bird card. Now we're into daylight. My first action is going to be move.
How did we get 2 warriors and 3?
Did we already have one?
Oh,
there?
raid.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to move like that. We're going to move like this.
Spicy.
Plot with 1 here.
The double plot turn.
I will say, we've been seeing a lot more corvids, just double plotting every single turn, and I like it.
I mean, it works until it doesn't.
That's true.
All it takes is a particularly, aggressive game.
A determined table.
Where the table is determined to just eat the cardboard every turn.
The right side of the map? There we go.
The answer is no. It has to be on the sides, not the top and bottom.
It has to be on the left or right side of the map.
I said sides.
Yeah, the Indifferent Fish said, am I not doing it on the right side of the map?
I
was making I wouldn't call it a joke, but,
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, that I think the 1 in 9 dies. The question is whether that's part of the plan for corvids.
I don't think it's worth it to exert right now.
I don't think you need to.
The one issue.
But do cats fight it or do they expose it?
Everybody's patience.
Yeah, that's a question.
I drew cards.
And one of the issues with going so aggressive on plotting right now is it potentially draws the attention of otters, who ideally would be policing moles right now.
I don't know if they're going to, because they said they were only going to police moles if they got funds from corvids.
Right, I know. And that's the dangerous thing is...
I was a little distracted.
Were you just thinking about what to buy?
I was. All right, we are already into day.
Oh no!
Oh, we missed the window. Darn.
That's a nice way to say no.
We are going to double recruit.
Oh, that's a lot of moles.
That's a standard number of moles.
I don't like that. That's a standard number of moles. Make it less. Make it less.
Hang on. Do I even want to move? I might just see. This is a lot of cats right here.
It is a lot of cats right there.
I think we're just gonna move this over here. I don't know that I necessarily. I don't need to spread out right now.
Why move only one, though? If the idea is
We'll
to
reveal these
preserve warriors,
same
may as well
cards.
move two.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, maybe the thought is that one warrior is too easy for the cats to battle away. Two warriors is
There.
less likely to take a big loss, but still trying to
This
dissuade
is
the
where
battle
I get
itself.
anchor, right?
It just feels a little bit like trying to split the middle and not
Pick a side.
Definitely.
pick a side, yeah.
Do it.
Okay. So I swayed the mare, and we move on to evening. I return my cards to hand. I have no crafting. I draw one card.
Alright.
Alright.
Back to Otters, who only got a single
Um,
purchase of 3.
I will
So sad.
gather funds.
They tried pretty hard to get a second purchase.
2 purchases at 3 is difficult to pull off, honestly.
It's a lot, yeah. I mean, typically you're fighting for either a single purchase at 3 or 2 purchases at
I'm a
2.
little worried about moles.
If you get more than that, you're
Like,
having a great day.
we've been talking a lot about buying, and exactly as moles wanted, they paid. So we think about me being the winner and not being overfed. But like they've had their dream first turns at the cost of just 2 moles.
True.
Like cats, are you thinking of like maybe battling these?
At the cost of 2
mean,
moles being
I'm-
paid, I understand.
I'm still
Sorry, go
piecing together my next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can definitely. I have the ability to, maybe do a. Yeah, I think I can do a battle action somewhere next turn. So
Yeah.
I think I
Mhm.
can.
I'm just thinking like if I hit them where it would be. I don't want to get like stuck off the river though. Like in this clearing, even if I go with my 4, if I get like one hit, I'm then trapped in with the corvids.
Mm-hmm.
Brad Venture, today's Fox.
It's like I don't know. Like the obvious thing for me is to like go to 11, take the recruiter for
Yesterday was also Fox.
maybe do a dividends play.
Correlation? Causation?
And it's like I can play greedy, but I just feel like Moles is gonna beat me in that race. I
Yeah.
don't want it to just be about whether I'm fat or not.
I mean, yeah. If you take the recruiter, it'll definitely damage whatever purchasing relationship we have with each other.
Yeah. Well,
So-
yeah. Sure. Yeah, you did
And,
buy
and,
last
and,
time.
and, like I moved my people away from that clearing just to start putting pressure on the moles.
Yeah.
So
Eddie Zane, the numpad in this mod will do that. That's not a feature of the Ultimate mod if you're using the Ultimate mod.
Maybe like trade
And Dan's, I don't believe there were anything notable. Like, not bad cards, but nothing
and just
notable.
2 here to hit them. I get trapped off the river if I commit big on either of these, and then I just get picked off. I'm just
It's
wondering
easier
where.
to pay
If you're gonna hit
than-
these, I guess I can come. I can come this side, maybe with enough to come back out again afterwards. Yeah. So let me just think. I need move battles. So that's all my cats. Maybe I get a bag and a draw. Maybe I have to battle again. I think that's good. Do I draw once or twice?
And then also remember that per the turn I bought from you, I am expecting 2 cat warriors back in some way, shape, or fashion.
Well, no, because I said you said would I spend them, and I said my current expectation is I will also get a purchase from crows.
Okay. Dang.
I did say that.
All right. Yes. Okay.
Riverfolk Company. Otters or weasels?
Wait,
You decide.
Sorry. Okay. I'm going to draw. I'm going to commit 1 mole to draw. Okay.
Getting some great item craftables.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's nothing worse than
I think
having an otters game where you just draw like garbage after garbage the entire time.
and 2 otters.
It's soul crushing.
Are you saying that by getting 2 informants and 2 tunnels is not the dream hand?
Score 2 points.
I haven't played otters wrong.
And then that gives me enough to hopefully not get trapped off the river. So I'm going to
So we're doing this to
with these
get not trapped on the river, but I'm surprised we're not just crafting coins.
leave my friend the cat another. Sorry, move with these otters. Leave my friend the cat another point here. Oh yeah, I was moving with a cat. Sorry, I was committing a cat. Commit another cat to move again, and then in a sort of very sadistic fashion, commit a mole to fight the moles.
That is sadistic a little bit.
No ambush.
Ooh.
So I take 1 hit.
Nice roll. Notably, though, it's now 4-3. We probably need to skedaddle if we want to get back to the river.
And
Mm-hmm.
I think I will
We're gonna craft the boot though.
with it. So I'm gonna take this boot for 1 point.
The mole policing is nice, but yeah, this does leave otters
and-
vulnerable. They're overextended being so far away from the river, which was part of Evelyn's intention of setting up there, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Not at 3. I'm guessing maybe Corvids you buy this turn because it won't.
Oh, Lily.
Then only 1 surplus rather than 3.
No, Desmo, no!
Also, you did some active.
I missed it. My brain.
It's not hard to pay taxes when you see cops doing things.
Nice.
Have you been sitting on that line for a while?
Yeah.
I'll end
I'm
there
just
then.
over here workshopping my Type 5.
All right, okay. I don't think I'm buying anything from the otters this turn. Because
Cats, I do want to just have a quick conversation with you at a moment, Mr. I am Tipyu.
all right, and then okay.
There are some plots in your area.
Yeah, no, I am well aware of that.
I have no intention of flipping this plot. However, I do need that plot there.
Here's the thing.
To mess with the moles.
To mess with the moles?
Probably a false orders, so he wants that later to take down buildings if it.
Okay, what about the plot in 3? In clearing 3? Because
that one is not as mission critical, I'll say that, but it's kind of a backup one.
Here's the thing. The thing in plot 9 scares me. Because if I understand the interaction between snares and wood correctly.
You are correct, I think.
Yeah, you'd neither place nor be able to spend that wood.
No. Only half true. You do not place the wood tokens, but any wood tokens in the clearing can be spent.
Here is what I'm gonna do.
So long as you still rule the clearing.
Okay.
To guess. Because I have 2 cats there. Because I can't battle it because I know you have an ambush.
The
I'm
Pacific
gonna
Punch is really tasty.
like
Did I take
in,
my
Joey, if you're watching, I stole this from your apartment. Thank you.
Can I have some?
Mission critical and the one in 3 is not. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it's one is a backup, the other. So
I also agree.
specific.
Why is no? It's also delicious. Yes, but I don't understand why 9 is mission critical, but 3 is.
I don't either.
The one
If 3 can be mission critical,
is number in 9.
Something's not adding up for me.
So
That's just why I wanted to try and have a conversation with you to let you know you are not the target. It does exist there because it's far away from everything. But I also understand it's like next to your heart.
yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna guess for exposure. On 9. Here is the card I'm revealing.
Oh, you can do that face down. We don't all need to see it.
Oh, okay. Don't I have to prove it's the same suit though?
Only to Corvids.
I'm pretty
can
sure
say
I'm the other
whether
one
or
who officially knows that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, is the plot in number 9 a snare?
It is.
Okay, so that goes away. I get a point.
digital reveals the card to everyone.
It's probably a bug. They'll
How
probably
odd.
fix it.
So there we go.
All right.
And
Seems like a hard sell
then,
trying to pitch to cats that we need them to leave the snare on their sawmill
Yeah, that's
for a future moles policing. That's
especially if we can do it the most policing from 3.
craft using workshops.
yeah, like I'm not surprised it's a snare. I'm just surprised we
What we are going to do is we are
attempted to pitch it that way.
a sawmill
The whole thing stunk.
in this clearing here.
Okay, I do like getting a third sawmill, but I would like to see us taking better advantage
Give me 2 points.
of the other side of the map. We rule 12 right now.
Oh, we do roll 12 right now. You're right.
So we built. We are going to.
I wonder if we worry it's too lightly defended.
I'm gonna
11's too lightly defended.
do a battle here
That's fair.
at the
Yep.
Riverfolk Trade
So we
Post.
did a build,
Can I?
battle. Might be doing a recruit.
Oh, I was a little too slow on the draw. I was gonna try to convince you not to do that. We keep giving them river spots to put new trade posts.
Evelyn's exactly right. If you want,
It does not matter here though because we only have 1 bunny trade post left, and the slot is already open on 7.
But we should probably stop doing that though.
yeah.
It matters more for 10 and 11 than I think it mattered for 12.
Yeah. So
Reasonable.
Information, but I'd like if my
battle.
battles were treated the same as everyone else's.
Yeah.
Because we reached the step where an ambush was declared to not exist, we can't roll it back.
Yeah. I mean, you already knew it didn't exist, is my point. But thank you for
Okay.
treating it the same.
We're gonna recruit here.
That's fair.
Here.
but yeah, learning moment.
2 warriors and
Leave trade posts if you want to police otters.
we are going to.
Well, 3 of them are on Otter's board, but yeah.
All of them are somewhere not in the bag. And that's just why I'm not recruiting an 8 down there. We're going to discard a bird card for an extra action. And I will. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna battle in clearing 1. Moles, do you have an ambush
Ooh, battling the moles.
that you would like to play?
No ambush.
Good to see it eventually. And this is where,
Woo!
this is where I was talking about on Mole's turn. I wish we'd either left them or moved 2 of them.
You think
Obviously, leave 1 for this away, but if the goal was to preserve warriors,
Let's
may as well move 2 of them.
We're going to draw
If
2.
the goal was to be a sticky widget, be a sticky widget.
So, Cats removed a corporate plot, removed an otter trade post, which doesn't really hurt otters, but I'll go with it, and removed moles. We literally hit every single faction.
Well, yeah, hit in the case of the otters, but yeah.
Yeah. The coins?
Yeah, any chance these crows are ever going to come back to me?
Yeah, they will come back. I haven't really planned when, and I don't really want to make a promise, that it will be this turn. For 1 surplus. If that makes sense.
You know what? I think coins is a good only purchase of the game.
I'm inclined to agree. If there's something you're gonna purchase, coins are maybe the one. Granted, losing 3 warriors is tough for Corvids.
It's really tough for Corvids, but we can craft it immediately, which is nice.
Right. If we weren't crafting it immediately, that'd be
Come back.
that'd be another story. But
All right, so we're gonna craft.
I just know every time I play Corvids, I feel
We're gonna
restricted with our 15 warrior cap. Taking that down to 12 is painful.
Now we're playing one of the Lions.
But 3 points is good.
3 points
Denying
good.
3 points from otters or potentially moles is good.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to deny that it's a good move. It's just one that's going to be painful.
Are you telling me those cats aren't going to get those 3 points?
Rabbit clearing on my turn. Negotiate about these coming back if you were to buy again.
I totally know what you, and that's like So I'll just walk you through my thoughts. I was thinking about trying to stock up some forces in here, be dominant in this rabbit clearing, get some more, but I don't think that's necessarily going to be super beneficial. I think I even have to forego flipping this turn because I don't think that's going to be very beneficial either. I just need a few more moments to reconsider that.
Why would it not be beneficial? Are we trying to sandbag a little bit because we think we're pulling too far ahead, or is there some part of the plot in 3 that we want to save the effect?
Discard that like an adult.
But also, we said we needed a fox to craft something, so I'm surprised we're not seeing like a false orders craft or something right now.
Well, no, we said we needed the plot in 9 to police moles. We speculated that could be for a false orders craft, but we didn't. The Corvids themselves did not say that.
That's true, but how would you police some moles with a plot nowhere near them?
I think the idea was maybe to trick the snare from 9 to 6.
Take the dominance there.
Which
use that
doesn't really police moles very much, honestly. Maybe the plan was to try and get a plot into 5 and keep it there, which I don't think ends up living.
Huh.
I don't think the plan was going to work either way. I don't even know if it was a real plan or if it was just a story we made up for the cats, which is valid. I'm not criticizing.
A free slot game.
I mean,
I'm a bit concerned about if we don't.
There's one faction I don't trust, to be honest.
At least
The
one
crows.
sawmill
Oh
early
yeah,
on.
I was completely lying about using 9 to mess with the moles. I shouldn't have brought attention to it, but
It's on the radar
yeah,
anyways.
I know. I
Okay.
try.
We were just straight up lying. Got it.
Yeah. That checks out.
Yeah,
It
but
was pretty sus.
double coins, crows,
I'm
and
here for it.
the cats that can go anywhere. Like moles are doing fine. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
But I don't think I don't think
yeah.
it's a one-sided game by any stretch.
I think everyone's big. This is a great game for all of us. I think.
Moles are still winning.
So long as
I'll believes it when I see
persuade
it.
another couple of buys out of the table, but otherwise,
I mean, I literally have nothing to buy with, so.
no. Sure, I'm not. Yeah.
Everyone's doing all right, which means moles are winning.
I also I want to be abundant.
No. One little alliance is
Move
winning.
around some. Just want to look at board state. I am in daylight, so I don't get any more fun bird song actions if I forgot to use any of them. I'm just taking a moment to puzzle out my turn here, so sorry if I take a moment.
No worries.
Interesting. We're committing to saying we're in daylight while puzzling out our actions.
Well, I appreciate that strict procedural play and that clarity of actions. I'm still thinking about that plot in 3.
It's a bomb.
So Dutchy, mole people. What
It must be that cat's
plans
birthday.
for those 6 warriors in the burrow?
They likely stay in the burrow for a minute unless I have to take them out.
Okay.
They like where they are, thank you.
Warriors in the burrow are not really planned for until they're needed.
Okay.
Legit.
I'm just they can pop up anywhere.
They could.
What are we
but it's
afraid
a
of?
action economy cost
What-
to me that I'm not.
What are we afraid of as Corvids to
Yeah.
pursue this line of questioning?
I have no idea.
Me neither.
So we did a move. I'm assuming we're gonna do a double plot.
I don't.
I'm very sorry. I left myself on mute there for a moment, but what I was doing is I moved 2 crows from 6 to 5. I moved 1 crow from 1 to 11.
Was that Otters questioning what happens with the moles?
Okay.
Was it otters? No, otters are Chaotic Noodle.
Fair enough.
Was
Whether or
because
not
Indifferent
it's
Fish was
that,
saying that they were muted.
I'm gonna draw.
So it might have been cats.
and
Maybe it was
return
cats.
after I discard down.
I can't get my Discord overlay to work without showing up on stream, but then it's really tiny for you, and it's not the big bubbles I would like stream to have. So we're in an awkward place where we have to like look at OBS very tiny to try and track who's talking and go by voice otherwise.
And I only know Evelyn's voice.
Well, Chaotic Noodle's the only person here with a UK accent, so
That's fair. So it looks like we moved, and then we plotted once in
Took it
5.
from me, and then you.
I'm a little surprised.
I know. I was trying to get it out before I crafted all the coins, but you know, the best laid plans of mice and men.
Man, you're on this today. I'm really loving all the puns.
I'm surprised we didn't see a exert to double plot in the cat clearing and clearing 11 and clearing 5.
if we plotted twice, 11 would have required 2 warriors to be removed. Remember? Plotting scales linearly.
Plot 11 first. 5 had 3 warriors.
If you leave 5 with only 1 defended warrior, it's gonna die. It's probably gonna die anyway.
All right.
Exactly.
At the very least, I get my.
So you might have an option of getting one of them if you do 2. That's just my thought.
And then I have to think for a minute.
We have been set back a little bit as moles. We have to actually play the game now. We no longer have a warrior in 6 or a warrior in 1, so we don't have our sway set up. We have a plot in 5 that is a bit of an existential threat. We could probably play around it okay, but we have to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to consider the plot, and we need to reestablish our sway as the 2 main priorities of this turn.
Well, and we also want to probably get into a 4th clearing this turn just because
Yeah,
the 3 isn't really going to get us much besides Banker, and Banker is just pure greed, and I don't think greed's going to fuel us right now.
Yeah, this is about the time where we would like to get a Lord Sway. And in fact, we maybe should have considered skipping Mayor and going for a Lord Sway last turn if we saw this in our future.
Mm,
That's a 7-point plot.
I don't know if Evelyn necessarily saw herself getting hemmed in like this.
Yeah, it's hard.
3 and then 4. Put them on.
That's one of those things that I would not expect a player to necessarily consider unless they have
One of those.
a decent amount of experience with the mole script to know when to deviate from the script.
Mm-hmm.
Take this anyway.
You
Well,
could also just give me cold
to-
cards.
And it was never really clear if like cats were going to battle because cats don't like battling, and otters were going to go that far off the river.
The otter play was maybe a surprise. I would have expected the cat's play.
right now is
Which, again, I think Evelyn did too because we moved out of 1.
to turn being policed, so
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah. I
actually
get you, yeah.
incentivized to punch.
So do we just go for a squire here and not overextend
And in
ourselves?
fact, that's the problem. Is right now, if I want to sway, I have to spend all my actions getting to where I need to be for the sway, so I can't really interact much.
Yeah.
Because then we still get 2 recruits for daylight, and then just have the brigadier 1 out of 5 because we still rule 5 currently.
So 1, 2.
I mean, we could purchase mercs if we wanted to get past the otters that way. If we didn't want to commit too many forces to the board.
I could just do that.
To get
I don't think Evelyn's inclined to feed otters.
I think
though.
I probably.
No, we obviously don't want to, but if we're weighing potential bad options against each other, it's potentially better for us to prop up otters some more than it is for us to risk losing all of our warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a huge part of Mole's play is
Beyond
stockpiling warriors in the burrow for your mid to late game. Because in the mid to late game, you need them for options. You need to be able to battle somewhere or rule somewhere to build or all manner of things. And when you put them on the map, they're vulnerable to removal.
I have a question. With mercs,
yeah, I feel
can you use those for swaying?
No. You need a underground duchy faction piece to sway with, and a faction piece is any piece listed on your faction match reverse side, unless you're referring to items which are not faction pieces.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if.
So our crown's faction
keep us
pieces.
on our toes.
Mm-hmm.
They're like markers. They're one of those weird component classes that's not defined super well. Like they're a faction piece, but they're not a warrior building token. They're not.
If your gut's telling you I'm wrong, I don't want to
My
the other way. And
My gut's not telling me anything. I hate playing against Corvids.
Yeah.
So I think it's an extort because that's just another way to hit the moles, and I do have a pretty full hand, and so that takes cards from 2 people. I think snare just because like it messes up everyone's marches across that part of the map, and so it just helps sectionalize it so Corvids can move around freer while no one else can.
Yeah.
And so I don't think
I could maybe chuck one warrior.
Here's a reason why it could be any of the 4 plots.
Like if we get it, they can't then craft that. I wouldn't want to guess with the crossbow though, because
Punk Starman. Also, the clearing suit markers are not faction pieces. Or the ruins.
What are we all talking about?
Okay.
We're playing a root game and there's a crows player in it who can flip for 7 points next turn, and we're just wondering what to do.
Oh, dastardly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I am gonna guess. I'm just undecided on my guess.
Am I allowed, do you want me to look at the? Am I allowed to look at the card?
Yeah, you can look at the card. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm committed to guessing. I just haven't decided what I'm guessing.
All right, we're seeing if we can solve our problems with an exposure.
We'll guess bomb.
I will keep this card.
All right.
Enjoy.
It is not a bomb.
Okay.
I will, and in health.
Yeah, these are the interesting moments around exposure for a faction like the moles, because the moles and the lizards, they can get their value out of the card and then guess.
Yes.
By revealing it, returning it in evening, and then guessing before they draw cards after returning the cards to their hand. But you do that from a position of power, typically. And if you need to warp your turn around that plot token, you need to guess it first.
Let me think.
Oh, sure. But you can't move your tunnel.
It looks like Evelyn has just given...
I could, obviously it's a point for me. I could come and back.
Given it to lose a card.
Actually, technically, we can move the tunnel if we were able to dig 3 times.
In her current position, she cannot move the tunnel.
No. It's a joke about the fact that tunnel tokens are the only component that if you have all of them out, you can remove one to place it elsewhere.
Once again, the worst pop.
Whereas normally 1.5.4 dictates that you remove, place, or take as much as possible, but do not remove any from anywhere else to satisfy it.
At least
it's a joke.
They're all words that make sense.
It's a joke. That's why you're laughing.
The other day I put this sweater on and I felt something in my sleeve and I pulled out a very large piece of wood and I was like, how the hell did this get in my sweater? It's very odd.
We really need at least one of these plots, and I can't take that because I can't eat an amber.
I have.
You could always just
done
battle
everything I'm willing to do. So.
Otters could always just battle in 6, and then that hit cuts down on Corvid card draw.
I get ambushed there as well, though, probably.
All I'm saying is they only have 1 warrior there versus 2, and since it's a face-up plot, they don't get the embedded agent hit, so it saves your warriors more.
Yeah.
It's like yes, you do get ambushed, but removing face-up plots is always an option as well. So.
Yeah.
So we're now discussing coordination against the Corvids.
Where?
I have no idea. I'm just messing around.
If you say cats and points in the same...
That does make sense, Attack Cowboy.
Whatever trick you want.
I forgot that you're on sawmills in the morning.
Just say woof, guys. Tell me to bark.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out my action economy here.
Yeah.
So we are afraid of the Corvid's 7-point flip.
Yeah. Which seems weird if we want Corvids to win.
I didn't think we wanted Corvids to win.
Oh, that's my mistake.
Where did that one come from? I like how the noodle is chaotic and the fish is indifferent.
Damn. This is really annoying.
This is when moles are fun.
It's when you hate yourself?
Yeah! When you're in a tough place and you have to make actual decisions.
Now let's ruin the cat's game.
Well, it's like,
Here's the
all right,
thing.
I can either try to swing at crows, or I can just play conservatively and like take my sways, which is what I'm leaning to right now, just because an ambush would wreck me, and I know that they have one. So,
I mean,
I think I just have to stop worrying about it.
Yeah,
so I'm just.
if you play moles,
as per usual,
you are committing to greed. Like, there is the only way to play moles and not be pure greed is if you are managing to do the things that you need to do for your greed play and other things, which means you're just being greedy anyway. The faction is incapable of not being greedy.
That's true.
Move is this.
I'm surprised we did that first move.
Mare is going to be.
We are trying to get past otters.
Those 5.
And that's why I was saying
I won't be able to take the tunnel if you do that.
we're moving past.
I'm not staying there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
That's why I was saying we.
Also, I don't want you to take the tunnel.
Is because I have to rule the clearing to get out.
Yeah. No.
Actually, we might want the tunnel gone if we're worried about it being an extort.
Is not going to be any less annoying for you in rescuing your otter ball, but.
But again, now we have 4 warriors chilling on the map in a vulnerable position where they could be removed and set us back 4 recruits. Which is why we maybe should have considered purchasing mercenaries if we were going to do this. Again, not saying that was clearly better. Just that's
a lord.
an alternative way to solve the problem that we just solved.
Tea!
Tea is something of note.
For 3 points. Moving to evening, I will recover my cards.
Notably, we're moving away from mouse clearings right now, which is diminishing our likelihood of actually crafting that tea.
And my turn.
But we're moles and we can dig.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I am so just what were your 4 moles for this way?
I had the same 3 cards that I've been showing the whole game, and then I added a bunny root tea.
For 1562.
I'm so sorry. You have the tunnel there still. My apologies.
Indeed. It's any mole's piece.
Yeah, I know. I was looking for warriors. That's my mistake. Thanks for your patience with me.
Oh. Bye, immatipyou.
Okay. Oh.
Cats.
Immatipyou.
Cats are gone! They heard all of this violence against cats and they were like, no.
Immatipyou in chat.
Doesn't sound like it.
Hey guys, I'm going AFK for just 2 minutes.
Feel free.
Okay, let me just plan out my turn. Who do we still have then? Indifferent Fish, Corvid.
Mhm.
I'm just wondering about spending these. But would that mean you'd buy again? 'Cause
If
said
you
one.
drew something I'd like.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
twofold.
And then battled. And then moved. And moved.
Let's see what's going on. I know there's storms across the country today. I was worried that we could potentially have it bad and end up losing power or something, although it's calmed down right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
No cracks.
7.
There you go.
Hmm.
Because I am very superstitious.
And the superstition you've taken on is an Indian one of all the superstitions.
To plan my turn, I need to know if they can hit one of these plots.
I'm very not superstitious. It annoys me every time your mother refuses to hand me a knife. I'm like, just give me the dang knife. We're not gonna fight because you handed me a knife.
We're gonna fight because you didn't hand me a
Right,
knife.
every time I think that.
Oh, also, I only have 2 crows left right now, so.
Yeah, I know. Does that help you? I guess you wouldn't want me to hit this raid right now then.
Punk Starman, the plan is to panic.
My contingency is panic.
It's tricky. I don't want to eat the
The real plan is that it depends kind of on the context. If this early into the game, it would probably necessitate a rescheduling. If it was late game,
I really needed mold.
and we could contact the 4th player in some way and figure out what's going on, then we would maybe work something out. I DM'd immatipyou. Oh, but I see the green light.
I blue screened. I'm reconnecting to the game now.
So good. Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We all missed you. I hope you know.
Well, Versus, Root is of course a 12-hour game.
Diving against me.
And Punk Starman, we did have a thing last year where one of our players disappeared towards the end of the game in a snowstorm, and I stepped in to basically like.
You streamed the game to them through Discord, and they dictated the actions to you to take.
Correct.
Take out one.
It was very weird.
Because it was the final turn. Like we were right there.
And that's how I won a game in last year's tournament.
The one in the bottom corner.
In 3. Okay.
Yes. And I'm prepared to guess however much I need to. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, that one should be taken care of.
Yeah, Punk Starman, that could absolutely be a possibility.
Yeah, like one of the face-up ones. Gone. Like the
yeah.
where they're getting a card draw.
Basically, the plan is to play it by ear and be flexible.
I know what I'll do.
And hope for the best.
Actually. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to spend 2 Corvid warriors to build a mouse trade post. And so I get to place.
Notably, we might be opening ourselves up to an extort here.
Or we beat up the crows.
Do I then guess what this is?
An option.
I could guess this is exposed because I'm going to have a piece here now.
We know that it is not a bomb.
Yeah.
We also know it's not an exposed because exposed is not a plot type.
Nah.
I haven't played this whole game wrong.
I'd like to craft the bag myself, so I don't.
I will say.
Oh, I tell you what, I'm gonna draw 1 anyway, so I'll commit a Corvid to draw. See what I get. Okay, that doesn't help.
Spicy.
It is spicy.
If it is an extort, it'll be a hell of an extort.
Yeah. Maybe it's worth guessing just to make sure they don't get. I mean, they get 2 cards. I'm gonna destroy this tunnel.
No.
I thought you wanted me to do that.
I mean, I never want it to be destroyed, but it probably.
Oh, okay. I thought you were worried about the extort.
If it is extort, then yes, I want it to be destroyed.
Did you wait? Did I miss the guess? Did you guess yet or no?
No.
No. I tell you what.
We're just talking out loud.
I'm gonna flip a coin.
Punk Starman. Pat requested I make him
Crossbow.
Corvid plots
And this going
that flipped over to be Wooden Alliance sympathy tokens.
5 and extort.
No.
It's not an extort.
That crossbow is yours then. That's a shame.
Punk Starman, I just imagine that one children's book about the kid with a purple crayon.
I keep doing this. It feels really cruel and evil. To battle the tunnel.
All right.
We could be trade disrupted.
Actually,
Yeah, we could be trade disrupted.
because it gets your trade post, I think it's worth it for me to ambush.
Oh!
No!
Sorry.
There's a trophy. No.
Where does the trade disruption go? Does anyone catch it?
Evelyn's got to catch it, right?
I should have said before, actually, because this means I'm probably going to have to hit you in 2 now, and I feel like you'd rather lose a tunnel.
Trade disruption.
It's too
Alright.
late.
Trade disruption.
Well, I have an extra fund because I don't need to move that warrior now.
No, you don't.
So I'm going to move.
What happens with trade disruption? Tell me more about it. I don't
The
know.
Otters player needs to remove half of their funds rounded up. Their choice of the funds removed.
And they get removed to.
Returning to player supplies.
Okay, spent removed.
Do you know what? I'm just going to really steer into the.
Yeah, so we should have only 2 funds left, either 2 cats or a cat and a mole.
Any ambush?
Not this time.
Like that's one of the fundamental lessons of otter play.
For goodness sake.
Oh,
Trade disruption game.
no.
That's like one of the fundamental lessons of
I have to do it again.
otter play. You learn never to battle a soul warrior and a trade post until you have spent or you committed or
Unless
spent
it's
all
your
your
last
funds.
action,
Yeah,
yeah.
make it your last action.
As in, not that you're being annoying. It's frustrating for me. My turn is not going how I planned.
I'm just sad because it's such a cool moment when it does happen. I wanted to see it.
I am
It
going.
just doesn't happen so often that no one caught it.
Ah!
Draw a card. What is that?
What's up, Punk Starman?
Okay.
Ooh.
Commit my cat to craft the bag for a point. Oh, and I didn't.
Did a player call me?
The trade post point.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay with me scoring that now.
His rake on things only Guerric knows.
And then don't forget to take the bag that you crafted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Got it.
So that's all of my funds. So I will.
I didn't recognize it because I'm very serious and I never make jokes.
There is. Well, I literally can't buy from the Otters. I'm sorry. We
No,
don't
yeah,
have
sure.
a relationship anymore, but I promise we still do. Okay. So in Birdsong, we are going to place my wood.
Sorry, I was just checking our board again.
I was just confused because I had 7
Okay.
on my log for the mole's points, and I was like,
We're
they're
gonna
at
start
8. What happened? And I was like, oh, they got a trade point. Trade post point.
If you want to verify.
Yeah, it's one of those off-turn points that you hate tracking.
Oh
I
god,
can do.
guys!
I have now started tracking them as an exponent.
If I were the crows, what would I put there?
I will say I love the amount of
Yes, bomb.
exposes and wrong guesses we're getting.
Thank you for the card.
Oh wait, it's not a bomb.
All right, do
We-
I guess again, boys?
we-
Guess again.
We were speculating it could be a bomb.
It's like way off in the corner, right?
If you happen to have any mouse cards, there's 50-50 on this.
Here's
Yeah,
the thing.
true.
I have no mouse cards in hand.
Oh,
and-
well, can't help you
Yeah.
there.
I mean,
I
I have
wish
a
I
bird
could.
card, but I'm gonna use it as an extra action,
Mhm.
and so, like,
This is actually hilarious
We
how
know
much
it's
this
not a bomb. We
exposing
know
is
it's
not
not
working.
restored. So like
Okay.
worst case it's a snare. Best case it's a
hey.
raid.
The other thing is like, at what point do I stop guessing? You know, like
Never, right?
when I
Yeah,
run
they've
out of
already
cards.
gained
Is it
3
when I've
cards.
just fed
Look
them
at
a
that.
hand?
Look at this hand.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you can prevent the crows from scoring an extra 4 points next turn.
Oh,
I accidentally flipped it. That sucks.
I missed it.
What did we just? Did we just?
How do we proceed?
What just happened?
I meant to hit tab.
We just flipped the plot. Okay.
That is me cheating accidentally.
Yeah, I guess
I have my keybind set up differently.
I guess all we can do is return the plot to the Corvids and put out a new one of the Corvid's choice.
So that's how we're rolling it?
Or you can return it and put out anything I haven't guessed yet, which was bomb. So.
Or feed them
I mean,
enough
just-
Put out a bomb.
cards that it counts as though you've guessed down to that. I mean, actually, sorry, Guerric, because Garrick's made the rules. Let's go ahead with what he said.
I mean, I feel like given this is not in fact Corvid's fault, I don't think that any restriction would be fair.
So.
I'm honestly surprised you didn't just say you can't guess that anymore.
So do you want to take this card back, or do you want to guess?
I'm guessing again. Like I was gonna guess anyways. So.
But why did you alt it to look at the plot?
And I said what it was as well.
Yeah,
I
no,
wish
and
I'd
like
guessed
the
that
thing
one.
that was that like I wasn't gonna guess extort.
Yeah.
But I feel
But would the Corvids put the extort back out?
we're gonna guess because my next guesses were raid or snare. I'm gonna go with raid.
Can you not just fight it? Like,
I mean, I could, but like
Yeah.
they have the thing in their hand.
like we can't just not fight them all game because they have a.
Masquerade expose.
So, okay, so that's 2. So it's not a raid. It's not a bomb.
It could still be a bomb.
It could still be a bomb.
We always play as though
Well,
someone might have an ambush. right?
Wait. You just guessed. Oh,
Raid. Yeah.
So you know it's not a raid.
Yeah. So I know it's not a raid, and I know it's not a bomb, and so like I'm fine
You
fighting.
don't know it's not a bomb,
We don't know it's not a bomb.
Sure.
but okay.
That, like that's the backup plan.
This
Well then.
Corvid hand of cards is.
Can I see how many cards
Hilarious.
Corvids has?
Okay, so how?
The amount of bad guessing that has been happening is hilarious.
I'm just gonna
Corvids as leader intended.
actions for turn.
Actually, though.
We're going to march from here to here.
Eddie, we went ahead and let Corvids return the plot to their hidden zone and then place a plot of their choice
Battle.
face down in the clearing.
Yeah.
Effectively resetting all guesses.
I just need to evaluate the math you just showed. So there's 4 warriors in there. That's you have all your warriors out on the board though. Okay.
Yep.
Blocking exposure would have maybe been a better ruling.
Clearing 3.
I'd have to think about
I feel like
that.
the odds are in my favor to get at least 1 hit. With embedded ages, I'm gonna get another. I'm absolutely gonna ambush.
Wipe out the clearing.
So 2 of your cats get to be field hospital now, if you want to.
Like I said earlier, I have no mice in my hand.
Oh, that's
You need foxes, though.
So.
Wait, this is a fox clearing.
It's a fox clearing. So all those cards you used to guess.
Oh, it's a fox clearing.
But all those cards you used to guess.
Okay,
The clearing
so
we're in.
we are going to discard a fox from hand to field hospital 2 of them.
Okay.
Okay, I thought it was the clearing that the. Oh, okay.
I feel like that's also a common misconception.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Okay.
That's how I messed it up that way.
Get at least a 2. 3/3. We're all gone.
Everything is destroyed.
Mosquito.
And I cannot field hospital these guys. So we
You
will.
can, but you were choosing not to.
It has to
Because
go
you
to
have
the
a bunny
side of the
card.
board.
Oh, this side. Okay. Man, I thought the bottom was still a side. I get a point from.
Just imagine there's like a little
Okay.
line.
So that was 1 action.
2 actions.
What's
We moved, battled.
now? Guys, I can recruit again.
So that was March battle,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and you
Yeah, it
have
was
not
March
built yet?
battle, and I have 2 more moves. So what we're gonna do is
Did we play the bird card already?
I actually need to move again. So we are going
might
to
have.
move 1 here, and we're going to move 1 here.
Because there's that. Who played that bird ambush? Was that Moles?
Corvids.
That was
To ambush the
Oh, that's
cats.
Corvids, right.
My 3
Yeah, no, we haven't played a bird card then.
1.
So March battle. Did we just march again?
We march, battled, march, and now we're building.
We're gonna go the full 3 wood.
I don't feel like we played the bird card.
down
Maybe we did.
here.
Okay.
We spent. Well, so we've been using. We
Oh, we
discarded
discard boat
builders.
builders.
There
Okay,
it is.
yeah.
Only 2 cats in bag.
You know, I'm counting on losing a lot of people this turn. So
I think I would have preferred to see the sawmill, but
the thing is, it's just like 3 points. You know, 3
Yeah.
points is 3
Mhm.
points.
I would have preferred to see the 4th sawmill over the 4th recruiter.
We are going
I am inclined to agree. We're already talking about being out of warriors,
and end turn.
which means the only reason to put down recruiting stations would be to change the positioning of where we recruit.
Mhm.
It's not changing the value of our recruit.
Mm-hmm. The Corvids flip the 3-point plot.
It is unfortunate.
Just thanks for your patience in advance, because I'm just going to take a moment to make sure I do this all correct and kosher.
It's unfortunate that snafu in clearing 3 happened, but I think it worked out okay since cats ended up battling it away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god damn it! I forgot to draw my card at the end of my turn.
Wait.
Oh, Evelyn.
Way too late. It is remarkable how many people pass turn and then go to draw.
You do it.
It's remarkable how often Evelyn forgets to
So I
draw
craft
cards.
propaganda.
Well, that it
She
happened.
has like a magic skill for it.
Well, it happened a lot last year where people would pass turn and then be like, "Oh, I need to draw," or draw like right after passing, and it's like,
all right. Next up is
You know, you-
Technically illegal.
yeah, you need to do it first because you also need to discard cards and you need to.
that's 3 points.
'Twas a raid.
There's that natural urge to keep the game moving, but there are times where the game should not move on.
It's funny, I actually think playing excessive lizards makes me not do it because I know how important discarded cards would be
Yeah.
for other players.
Yeah.
So I'm not one to quickly pass my turn. Probably.
I absolutely am going to recruit. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to recruit. It should be the start of a decision, but you know.
Are we not crafting anything?
I mean,
what
it's
can you
just
do?
like
You're having to
which
play.
Evidently not.
quadrant to the map do you want to play this turn?
We already flipped.
Do you want to buy?
Right.
I'm afraid I missed it, and I absolutely do not want to buy.
Oh yeah, you've already flipped.
Um,
I mean, it wasn't an extortion. We didn't gain information. We could roll it back, but if we don't want to buy, we don't want to buy. Whoopsie.
But I'm just surprised with the amount of cards that were fed to the crows that we don't have any crafts we can do.
Well, there's no coins left.
There's still a boot, though.
There's still a boot. There's still a bag. There's still
still
tea
tea.
left.
Yeah. I mean, one mouse gets you loam. You could get swap meat. You could have
Yeah, it feels weird not to craft.
coffins.
Oh wait,
You
did
could
we-
craft Propaganda Bureau, and
Did-
I missed it.
I don't remember hearing that.
I appreciate
Why not?
y'all's patience.
I don't know if we said that out loud.
Mhm.
We definitely didn't craft that last turn, right?
Nope.
Or something.
Because we crafted coins last turn.
Everything's going underneath.
Yeah, cool craft though.
It's
Very
okay,
cool
right?
craft.
Look, I think it just puts.
Yeah, because we crafted coins turn 2, coins turn 3, and so we've had to have crafted Propaganda Bureau this turn.
That was with an informant. I just recruited into Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To address what they're talking about, if everybody uses the scripted discard, it works out fine. Cards all end up in the right spot. If some people are manually discarding and some people are scripted discarding, the scripted stuff goes beneath the manually discarded stuff. That's why there's
Propaganda Bureau.
weirdness. But the script, anything you discard using the script gets popped into the chat.
We're going after clearing
That
11.
makes sense though. I did it. You know, get rid of your corner plot. That's a
Revenge.
Yeah, I mean, that's a real juicy clearing. This is the danger of consolidating buildings we've been talking about, which cats have not been punished for up to this point, but we're probably about to see it.
All had our eye on that clearing.
Well, what's really interesting though also is we're probably like there was always a high chance of losing sawmills or just like losing buildings in general.
Which is why it would have been nice putting out another sawmill.
Exactly.
All right. I'm gonna move.
Oh, we're going all in on this.
I think it looks like we're trying to plot afterwards.
Crows I've ever seen in a clearing in a game.
I know that's a nice way of saying it's a mistake, but I appreciate it. Let's rock and roll. Okay, so first action was a move. Second action is going to be a battle over yon in 11. We got an ambush.
I do not wish to play an ambush.
Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad.
How do you like that?
I do like that. I am going to return the recruiter to my supply. I believe that's how it works. I get to choose.
But all of them go away because.
No.
I don't have a plot token. I don't have a plot token. I did that out of sequence. Never mind.
Plot token
No,
only on defense
Yeah,
anyway.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm getting foggy brain, getting too excited. Thank you all for keeping me in order. And then of course,
did you get your point?
Man,
and then we could exert to plot.
Most honest players I played with. I appreciate it.
Well,
I just don't want you asking for it later.
True. You know I'm gonna be like that guy shaking the cup.
okay.
There we go. All right, so that was 3 actions. Move, battle. I'm going to exert
to plot.
Which I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. I don't get to draw tonight, but I don't have to pay a card or anything like that. I just don't get to draw.
Yeah, you just don't draw.
And if you're playing digital, you don't have to discard if you're over 5.
This the new crow home.
It's not like he needs to draw anyway, is it? We did that for him.
Yeah.
I mean, I gave him like 2 fox cards. So.
Well, yeah, and Moles and I each gave him a card as well.
When you feed the Corvids that many cards, they definitely do not need to draw.
So that was 4 actions, no draw, end turn.
This mouse card is, I think, maybe needs to be discarded.
Yeah, it probably should have been discarded. I was just showing.
Yeah, but do you really want to tell that mouse with the crossbow looking so smug like that he needs to go to the discard? I don't want to tell him that.
Can we talk about buying? So, well, first off, are you thinking of buying?
Probably not. I don't have a. I mean, the only reason I would buy at this point is because I did fuck up and forget to actually draw a card last turn, but I don't necessarily know that I need to buy.
Yeah, forgetting to draw a card is Moles'.
You're probably going to want to build
painful.
at some point, right?
At some
Painful.
point, but
and we're gonna.
I think this is why Evelyn always plays the not card-hungry
Would be
factions.
false orders. So if you were to buy it now, it would deny at least one of those false orders. Additionally,
good sales offer from Otters.
Craft Charm Offensive on my turn and give you 1 point.
Oh.
You buy false orders.
One other thing.
I craft Charm Offensive and give you a point. Fascinating.
Clearing 2 so I can escape.
And now, Riverfolk want informants.
Let me think for a minute.
That's a really interesting offer.
It is.
I need. How would that work? The only problem with that plan is that the informants suit-wise doesn't help me.
False
False orders?
You mean?
Yeah,
But
sorry.
I see what you
Same.
mean. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I get that obviously.
But for 1 dig, it could.
But yeah, it's it's denying that power, and also you have banker, right? Like potentially. Oh no, you don't yet.
I do not have banker now.
Yeah, I was going to say that could just be an extra point for you to sort of be buying 2 points. I recognize as well. I would have 5 moles, so I'm happy to spend 2. And once I'm out of clearing 2, I would build a trading post there.
Greasing the wheels,
You're
juicing
doing
the deal.
a lot of greasing, and I like it. Well, because 1 recruit gets us a clearing on the river under our control, so we can easily move out of 2.
Yep.
Oh Lord. Your otter ball is awkward.
It's tricky for both of us, right? Like I want to deal with it, but I need
Otters
funds
also
to
still
do
have
that.
6 funds plus 2 from protectionism, so they're still wealthy.
Oh, sure. Like, and I mean, they're gonna get the. Oh,
I'm tip you got another boost
I'm just
grenade.
asking for like +1 from moles basically because I get protectionism anyway, right? And I'm saying I'm going to spend 2 of
Mhm.
them, so I'm going to go up 1 next turn.
I'm still trying to figure out my turn on the whole, and so I'm trying to figure out how it ends up.
Yeah, I'm
Because
just asking
honestly,
you bear that in mind then.
yeah. No, I understand. I think if I'm buying though, if I buy, I'm probably better off buying the charm offensive, which would mean that I'm not,
Getting the point.
yeah. So it's like, is it worth it? It potentially is worth it though.
I mean, yeah, it's
Because let me
card draw
think.
for
What am
you.
I need to do that. Wait, why do I need to do that? Because I'm revealing that. Okay, that's why. Yeah.
We could counter offer
I think
a mercenaries purchase. Because again, that solves the Otterball awkwardness problem.
gonna go ahead and buy the charm offensive.
Oh, Evelyn talked herself into buying Charm Offensive instead.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Now that being said, at this point there's 5 moles on your board. If
No refunds.
some of them back, I'm
I will come after you and your children and your children's children. That's it. No more.
We can talk about the circumstances in the future where it may make sense for me to buy, but
Sure.
in any case.
This is rough, Evelyn having to buy from the Otters to offset her mistake.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I get 1 warrior and birdsong. And then I need to do. If I want to do it that way.
What round are we on?
This is round 4.
Round 4, okay. That feels about right.
We're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah.
I should have prepped for a longer game, but I also literally will consume any food that is in front of me.
Why do you think I'm drinking this?
The problem is me prepping for a longer game means bringing more food. But then I just eat it.
Yeah, you just eat it.
Second,
I don't have any self-restraint.
is going to be.
All right, the mole ball is on the board.
It is. It's interesting that we're doing it there, and we are just going to go ahead and build in that clearing.
All right, we're pivoting. Turn 4 pivot.
Turn 4 pivot. But we don't have to worry about crows in clearing 5 if we just keep the raid there.
Moving on to.
They can't plot anymore.
Minister actions.
They
could swap.
Yeah, they could potentially trick something, but I don't know that anything
Need to do this.
is threatening. The snare is as helpful as it is annoying.
I have to do it inefficiently, which is so frustrating.
The only thing is maybe we'd want to get out another market before that happens.
That's true. A snare could block the second market, which actually is legitimately annoying, but then we just have to battle it.
Yeah.
To there. Let me think about this for a second. Do I need to do something different? So I can move.
You put your phone down, Mary.
I slightly dropped it. But also I'm upset!
Aggressively.
I'm just trying to juggle some schedules for the remaining games.
Makes sense.
It's half working out. I need it to work out fully.
So this is moving into brigadier actions. We're gonna move 1.
You can't. This
that's right. I
problem,
don't rule
right?
it. Yeah, this is the issue. That's why I needed to do it the other way.
That's not good.
No.
If we've made a mistake about our turn, it might be hard to rectify that. this might be a turn where we settle for a subpar sway.
We could brig twice if we move from 5 to 6 and 6 to 2, and then from 2 to 12.
I really want to hit that extort, but I'm.
The 1 and 6.
See, this is why
I think that's not even worth it.
having the marshal is so helpful.
I don't think hitting the extort in 6 is going to get you anything right now.
I think it's just greed.
Yeah. I don't think that's the right greed, though, that we need at this point.
I really wish we'd counter offered for mercs, because if we're trying to be greed and get a point, we could have gotten the point from otters and potentially solved our own problem by buying mercs.
Mm-hmm.
That would have maybe been everything we wanted in a sense. It wouldn't quite police corvids, but also they're corvids.
Right.
So like, it's not the end of the world. They can get one more point. Or just on a different turn, you know. I'm not saying that's the only thing we could have done. It feels like we...
Sorry for this, guys. I don't mean to take...
feels like we slightly miscalculated our plan, and now we're stuck halfway through it, having to decide whether to try and pivot as much as we can, or just salvage what's left of it.
I'm gonna tip you. Just out of curiosity, are you on the east coast of the U.S. too?
Nah, I'm in mountain time.
2,
Gotcha. We've got these crazy windstorms right now.
3,
My internet was out
4.
yesterday because
yeah.
of that.
No, we have already broken every established snow record for the year since that's been tracked this season. So
wow.
Yeah, and we still have another like 3 storms coming up this week.
Oh, cool.
There you
So.
go. Hope you have a big family or plenty of food. You know, one or the other. You know?
Yep. So,
It's good to know that plenty of food can substitute a big family.
with your inefficient.
That's what I heard.
I heard that plenty of family can substitute plenty of food. Live off the land, indeed.
I like half of it. Because that sets you up to move again later, and it sets you up with good odds for battling the extort.
It also takes you completely away from the cats, which is great.
Well, what if you just moved like half of the mobile out? Because like here's the thing, I'm planning on eventually either suiciding that cat in 5, letting it sit there. Like, I just have my buffer state. I am totally turned inwards to the ginormous hole that was punched by the crows.
Primarily, I just can't leave the market that I just built undefended.
Yeah, I mean, if you
So
left
I think it's just going to be this,
Second brick move.
2, 3, and then I do not need to continue an antagonistic relationship with the otters. Because I think the end result here is even in the unfortunate event of false orders, I still have 3 moles to defend.
That's fair.
And I'm about to sway another lord, so like I'm not super worried about price of failure.
Mm-hmm.
Just moderately worried.
Like, I think this is the better setup for me, and then I can... I don't have the juice that I need to get the extra swing. I would love to battle, but I can't. Not if I want to keep... That's the thing. Once I get this lord, I will not really need to get any more lords.
I'm worried we might be over-explaining our position a little too much.
I'm gonna score 1.
She does that.
Yes, she does that. That's why I'm mentioning it.
Evelyn is a very heavy Twilight Imperium player from my recollection.
I don't know about very heavy, but yeah, she plays a lot of Twilight Imperium.
Duchess of Mud. Yeah, Duchess of Mud.
And I'm wondering if just some of her playstyles from TI4 are coming out here.
A little bit.
There's 3 points. And then moving to evening, I return my revealed cards to hand.
She's 1 point away from giving us.
We're gonna
15.
go ahead and craft the root tea for 2 points.
There it is.
1 tea gone.
So that gets discarded. And then we are gonna draw 2 cards.
We remembered.
Good.
And we are going to discard. Fox Partisans. End turn.
Thank you. Just wondering if I'm going to get ambushed if I attack crows. Don't
Probably.
see many in the discard pile.
I know that 1 mouse and 1 bird has been played. I haven't seen any others.
Yeah. I'm thinking of attacking the extort, so I would build a trade post with the moles.
It's coming, Punk Starman.
So close.
And then
1 more turn.
move 1 more in, attack it, and then move back.
Unless the riverfolk have a very good hand this turn.
Come back to the river.
A very good turn this turn.
It's just risky if I get ambushed.
6 points. Possible.
It's very possible.
More funds. But I only have 3 otters, so even if I kept all my funds,
Aww.
not like I'm doing much with them.
I'm sorry, Punk Starman. But sleep is important.
It is important.
Probably more important than gambling on with Guerric bucks.
I can come down and maybe hit this recruiter.
It is definitely more important than that.
So it's probably just as high a risk.
It's honestly more important than gambling, period. Unless that's your job.
Cats, what I'm also thinking is, so we have a mole building showing now. I could give back 2 cats to craft informants.
I bought an armored palmer, didn't I?
Sorry, not informants. For us to hit this. Would you? But I would need you to pay me them back. I just can't. I can't give up actions.
I need you to give me these cats back. They're mine.
Are you? It just depends on what there is to buy.
Yeah,
you know?
what I draw. If
I
I draw
have
a bird,
to spend if there's cards to buy, if there's mercenaries somewhere I can use, I'm not opposed to that. Riverboats does absolutely nothing for me right now.
Yeah, sure.
So
let me just think then. Sorry. So it would be
the other thing too, though, is right now the more immediate threat to my position is the crows, because I don't like that crow ball, and so I'm less inclined to police the moles and more inclined to police the crows.
Well, I'm thinking of policing crows and hitting these plots. It's just that I'm obviously down to 3 others.
Policing.
I need to spend some funds.
Chasing cardboard.
Yeah, I can't be the Why
was the second one on quotations? That was just true.
My ears are totally burning, and I'm gonna tip you go first.
Yeah, I just
we had built a third one at 1 point over the morrow, but the crows ate it.
I'm just nervous about the crow ball in the middle of the board that's now really well positioned to tear apart every piece of cardboard I have. So that would be my first priority.
Not unfair, Karsmars. It would be more it would be more effective policing to take out the Corvid ball in 11 and the face down plot. But you're not wrong that it does do a form of policing to remove the cardboard. I'm just pointing out that
the raid might not, though, because it sacrifices a warrior and a plot for 2 warriors.
I'm pointing out that it's very easy to present your position as being,
and then when I ambush it,
charitable to the table when you're just chasing cardboard for points.
I do think getting rid of that extort and clearing 6 is the #1 priority. And so if you can't do both, getting your otters to that clearing and getting the other thing I can do is I can punch crows, their warriors, so they can't plot as easily. That's always an option. And so I would say #1, getting rid of that extort is the biggest thing you could do.
Yeah, I can do that. I don't think I can craft false orders this turn then. I need to get some draw up to find you a bird to pay me, right? You're not just buying false orders.
Yeah. So like I said,
okay.
at the very least, if you do some good old-fashioned extorting, smashing, then we're good. So
Yeah. Okay. So it would be 1, 2, to recruit and then move, battle, move back. I probably wouldn't battle the raid, so maybe move to the river. So I have maybe 3 draws to use. So I want to do that first. So I'm going to commit a crow to draw.
Oh,
That's completely useless.
that's tragic.
I'm going to commit a cat to draw.
That's also tragic.
Not great. I'm going to commit another cat to draw.
That is not tragic.
That's spicy.
I would totally. Because wait, when do I craft?
Buy this tea from you.
Yeah, no, I would totally buy that root tea actually.
Ooh, is the purchase?
In action,
The
but
root
it's
tea, that's the thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, I think
Um,
otters might want to craft that.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if
I'd
you don't
have
draw a
to-
bird, I would gladly buy the root tea. So
yeah.
It's worth a shot.
I think
Worth a
I'd have
shot.
to sell that at 4. I'm not gonna lie.
4.
wait, hang on a second. Here's the thing: at 4, I can't buy because I do need to recruit.
Yeah.
So, like, you are holding on to 3 warriors of mine.
Yeah. I can spend them. Yeah, like I can spend them next turn. It's just that I needed stuff this turn. Let's see. How about I see what happens with this? I think probably how many otters I have alive will affect whether I want to spend stuff on crafting or not. Do I have the spare? Yeah, if I get killed, I'll have a spare warrior to craft. So I'm gonna spend 2 moles. Can I just put them there? Will they disappear, or do they need to go? Oh, sorry, I just nicked them when you were about to grab them.
Just they have to go to the side of the board.
Okay, cool. Cheers. So that's for this and 2 points. I think I finally remembered when I'm doing it for the first time this game. Then I'm going to commit a cat to move 1 otter to here. Then I'm going to commit a mole to battle the corvids here. Any ambush? If you ambush me, it's probably just a free point for cats, not you, just by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But extort is something I like, and
Yeah,
they're more
sure.
worried about that than you.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, then you'll probably lose the clearing anyway, and you don't get the point.
yeah, but you've been fed very well this game, and I don't have much of a chance to cut out on moles or
Okay.
otters. So let's kill some otters.
I
All right.
don't feel well fed when I'm being taxed this hard on combat, to be honest. But sure. I think that then changes what I want to do with the rest of my actions. I'm going to.
I mean, it's hard. Like,
So we have lost a lot of our warriors,
for
yes.
which is
2 points.
a form of policing otters.
Yes.
You know, like they. It's not wrong that we've been fed, but we've also been policed a bit.
Yes.
We've also had both coins crafted out from under us, which sucks.
Yes.
Would come here.
And one of the teas crafted out from under us.
Yes.
I guess.
Well, it's actually kind of funny because moles and otters kind of police each other
they
in a
already
way,
have
just
it,
because
yeah.
both of them really want items.
Yeah. Any heavy crafting game is going to inherently be harder for otters.
I've been missing.
And this is actually kind of funny because I think corvids also rely pretty heavily on crafting.
What
So like we've got 3 factions that rely heavily on crafting in this game,
Yes.
which makes me feel like it should be a great matchup for cats.
Well, no, because
Some more buying, so I will draw with my last fund.
moles don't. Moles don't exclusively rely on the
Uh,
crafting.
That's true.
That is juicy. Wow. Wowzers, chicken trousers. Maybe I set to 4 for that.
So
God.
here's the question: how much value does Coffin Makers actually have in this matchup? We're talking about putting our prices at 4. Is Coffin Makers actually worth 4 in
The
this
corvids definitely.
game? I don't know that it is.
unless people kill a bunch of corvids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We've had a weird amount of battling.
See, it's weird because
But it's not been a
cats
very
are
bloody game.
crafting and bunny, and neither am I.
Yeah, true. So maybe I just keep it at 3. But do you buy it to deny me? Because I mean, I'd love that craft next turn now.
I don't know. It's a hell of a denial giving you 3 extra funds.
Well, it's not 3. It's 1 extra. That's the thing. Is if I put it to 2, it would be 2 extra. Because I get my 2
See,
otters anyway, right?
that depends on having the logic that protectionism is the same as 2 other funds, which I think is a false equivalency. But
It is.
in any case,
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah,
I think it maybe averages a point per round,
Plans, I'm gonna tip you.
which is good. It's just a question of, is that worth
Here's the thing.
shutting off all purchases?
Set up my keep on like turn 2 because I would love to get access to bunny crafting at some point this game, and not just kill things for points. And like, it's just more efficient for me to get points from crafting than from killing things, I feel like.
I mean, there's not much left in bunny crafts.
It's just kind of tricky for me because like I do have to recruit, I do want to build a sawmill, and then I do need to reposition some stuff. So it's tricky. Like, I can't really afford to buy coffin makers. So that's up to someone else. If I can't attack crow warriors so that we don't let crows buy it, then that also changes my turn. So it's just kind of a mess.
well, crows can't. Oh, I see what you mean.
And
But if we attacked 6, they could buy it, but they wouldn't be able to craft it.
Yeah, and I am not in a position to attack 6. So
okay. Oh, yeah. Only moles can do that, and they're after corvids.
So yeah. So really, like, I'm recruiting, I'm building, and we'll see what my other action is. So
Are you thinking of buying?
1 in the supply.
At this point, no. At this point, no.
And there's one on the and then there's one on the otters board.
Yeah. 4 so we have as much leeway as possible on hitting crows without them buying the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yep.
But like, yeah, if someone would buy, but then me putting it to 4 means they won't. That's tricky. I mean, Moles, are you thinking of buying?
unlikely.
Okay.
I mean, I'm definitely not buying coffin makers.
No. It's more whether you'd buy something else for 3, or whether I put it up to 4 so that we can kill more corvids without worrying about them being able to buy.
I think you should just.
I don't think you should count on me buying at this point.
Okay.
Johnny Spud asking, moles are going to go nuts with points soon, aren't they? Maybe not nuts, but they are.
Yeah.
They are accelerating.
None of these.
They're at the point where they're accelerating.
So I'm gonna.
DJ Think, thank you so much for the 100 bits.
To police corvids.
Welcome.
I've just swallowed a bird ambush, so we've seen another one of their ambushes. Hopefully that.
It's both bird ambushes. I don't remember which suited ambushes we've seen. I want to say we haven't seen fox.
I don't believe so. I can't quite remember.
Okay, I'm gonna pass. Sorry, I've been.
There's a lot of long turns going on. My brain does not always keep up.
So if we recruit,
I'm just gonna go AFK, but I can still hear. By the way, just need to grab some more water from downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, I won't lie. I'm not at 100% today. I'm very tired. Moles have 4 ministers and have not paid price of failure.
It is currently the top of round 5, so they have gotten a minister per turn.
Okay.
They only built 1 building last turn. If that is maybe what was misleading you.
Okay. Let us.
I was fine, and then I wasn't.
I go recruit, build.
Maybe I should have sat down and actively had a lunch.
You can go get more food if you want.
I'm not hungry. It's just I was hungry, and then I ate a bunch of more carby things instead of like a actual lunch.
Yeah.
Although I do eat to stay awake.
I think that's the play. I think that's what we do. So first action, recruit.
I wouldn't call otters starved for funds, but they have...
Actually, wait, hang on a second.
They've gotten a little bit of policing of their warriors on the board, and they're getting a moderate amount of policing in terms of countercrafting.
So what we're going to do is...
So I do think they're struggling more than you would think going just off of the funds on their board. But not like by a lot. I think they're still in a fine position.
Mistake. Okay, I think because I have to craft before I take action.
One thing I don't like, I keep meaning to mention this and I haven't mentioned it yet. I don't like that we put out our last rabbit trade post last turn.
No.
I like always having at least one for your final burst of each suit.
Use this bird action to score more than 1 point. So we will
Might as well
discard.
deny points from.
Alright.
Yep.
Good calculation on immatipyou's part. If that bird card is worth 1 point to us, may as well use it for the craft because the craft is
1 point for us and minus 1 point
We
for
will
others.
then
exactly.
recruit. We'll move into actions. So now we put out people. 1, 2, 3. We are going to.
Yeah, fox crafting is the place to be right now, and nobody has it.
Well, cats are pretty much occupied in Fox. So I wouldn't mind seeing some cats maybe move into 10 and put down a workshop just for potential future fax crafts, and
We're going to
because
battle
it's
that
the
trading post and clearing
highest point building.
Otters back.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
No ambush, as you can see.
Okay. No ambush. I guess I'll roll for formality.
It's defenseless, so you score an extra hit
Yeah.
regardless of the roll, even 0-0.
Yep. We're just rolling for formality, so I don't forget on next combat. That's another point. That's 2 actions.
We've officially made it to 15s at the end of the round, which is in 4 more turns. Or at the
Build.
3 more turns. We will
And
gamble.
do I build?
Yeah, Johnny, I was going to mention that. I would really like to see our third sawmill back out.
Move action.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to move 1 guy here. We're going to move 2 guys.
Wait. Because the moles are fully operational.
So...
I wanted it to be known. It's cool.
What are you trying to warn me about with moles being fully operational?
Nothing. I'm just, tunnel vision on the crows might not be the best thing.
Just vague fear-mongering.
Just wanted to, make you.
Yeah. Well. Here's the thing. I do need to move. I do have another bird card in hand to discard for another action, and so.
I think we're thinking that we're going to attack the crows when we're building.
And so.
Yeah, we're almost certainly building.
Yeah. So like I can't keep. I don't think I can do anything to keep moles in check right now.
Well, the thing is, we could cooperate a little bit more.
Mhm.
Because I know you're worried about the crow ball, but the moles maybe.
I will say, I appreciate Indifferent Fish's wild spitballing.
Roll that move.
I think that Indifferent Fish is accidentally putting a target on himself every time he talks, though.
Right.
Crafting ability in it.
I think it sounds a little desperate, and I think people tend to hear desperation and want to exploit it a little bit.
My mole ball has crafting pieces as well.
I see that.
Sorry.
I'm
Crow
sorry,
ball.
my crow ball. Yeah. There's too many balls in this game. It's Mo ball,
No,
otter ball, crow ball.
I mean, cats were literally being selfish
With Bunny, sorry, that's you.
and not interacting with anybody.
Right.
Hold on. Well,
And crows are like, wait, but do you really want to hurt crows? And it's like, how are you hurting crows?
Well, again, I think crows misunderstood what was happening.
Yeah. If I were cats, I would stick to their guns and build that
The
sawmill.
bake sale.
Yep.
Because focusing too hard on policing is not going to
All of
get
the
cats a victory.
mouse craftables are gone.
Mhm.
All but 1 boot of the bunny craftables are gone. So I
Mhm.
don't know why this is relevant.
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, because there are no.
I'll be back.
You can't
Okie
craft
dokie
points
dokie.
anymore.
trust you.
No.
I don't trust me.
I
Bring me
guess I'm
Cheez-Its.
trying to say I have the ability to craft something that will let me move places.
Oh, tunnels.
Yeah, I could have just said that, but I was trying to be like, "Ooh, I'm
Sure,
clever and I can
yeah,
give
yeah.
hints." This is a game of code names all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But like, would you really give them 4 warriors to craft tunnels? Is the thing.
You know what? That wasn't what I was trying to say. What I really want to make clear, though, is if you attack 5, I was already going in there. And
There's two tunnels in the deck.
Yeah. Oh, so, like
I wasn't sure how to say it, but cards on the table, that is a possibility. Let's just leave it at that.
So, are you saying I also attack 5? Whittle him down?
Well, I was just saying if you soften them up. But
And
honestly, the more I look at it, that more I don't like necessarily promising to ignore you, but moles are fully operational. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
between a cat and a mole place.
Yeah. So, like for me, I just need to move some people around, just to be able to build a sawmill where I want to. I want to build one in 10, and so
Totally understand, and I appreciate you letting me have my diatribe.
yeah. So I think I'm just gonna move like that. I keep this big buffer of cats here, and then we're going to put this Iria Migre out. We're going to discard it for a 4th action. We spend 2 wood to build.
It's the first time I've heard Erie Emigre said like that.
10.
Erie Emigre.
That gives me 2 points.
That's a fun one. All right.
So
Cats ended up going for the greedy play, not helping with the mole ball, but I can't say I'm totally surprised.
And that's turn.
The 4 actions were move. I want to say it was move, battle, move, build.
So
I can't remember where the battle was. Oh yeah, it was. It was move, battle, move, build because we battled in the trade post in 6 to get a point. Crows still have Propaganda Bureau. I still hate it.
Okay. Let's do some crafting here. So I have 2.
We did move to because we did not have. Yeah, we spread out some cats in the Fox clearings. We evened up our troops in that area.
The last boot. So I'll discard that.
Discarding woodland runners to craft it. Okay. Oh, it was recruit. Sorry.
Crows for a loam.
Thank you, Johnny. Sorry, it was recruit, battle, move,
my
builds.
final crafting is going to be tunnels.
We crafted Mirren Broker. Interesting. It's a little late, but I mean, if you don't have anything else to do with the cards, I guess it makes sense. How did we craft Mirren Broker? Oopsie. Sorry. It's not what I wanted. Oh, I see. Okay, we had 1 in 11 and 1 in 5. We did the boot from 6 and the tunnels from 2. I definitely know what's going on. I'm not exactly sure what corvids do here. So we crafted tunnels, so it sounds like we want to move from 11 to 5 and maybe smack those moles. I don't know if we get through, though, with only 3 actions to do so.
We are going to flip.
Love a flip. It's a snare.
Makes sense. Checks out.
It's 3 points. It's 4 points? It's 4 points. I missed the raid into. We'd still only have 3 actions to battle because we'd have to move at least once. So we have move, battle, battle, battle. And 3 battles could do it. It's just, I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. I would have loved to see us craft loam if we could have instead of Mirren Broker.
So we're now into daylight. And I don't think I have any option. I must use the propaganda bureau. It's no option there. So we're gonna use it in the fox. We're gonna get rid of...
okay, can you use it in like a mouse clearing on the mole
Nope.
ball or something?
Nope.
Oh, do you only have fox cards?
That was
That
my
was
last
the last
card.
card.
Oh, dang. Well,
With love.
ugh, it's okay. We
Side of the board because
Cosmos, I think it's just crows are afraid of the mole engine, and so we wanted to disrupt it in some way.
All right. So now I don't want to waste too much time. I'm gonna take a moment here. I am gonna be on mute because I'm gonna be muttering to myself. So thanks for your patience in advance.
You're good. You're good.
Yes, the on-mute muttering. It's funny how there's a lot of thinking out loud that happens in these games, but you decide to just mute yourself and talk to yourself instead. What would I do as crows? Okay, we didn't recruit because we didn't have enough cards or we didn't have any warriors. So we chose to propaganda bureau instead in 3. Do we kill 3? Do we move and soften up 5 and take out the mole warriors there? Maybe not getting to the building, but at least getting it down for next turn. There's a lot of options.
So,
Interesting. Carsmars, I definitely would have liked to see a plot in 3 or 8 just because we don't have any fox crafting capabilities, or even 10. And I feel like that would have been nice to see. Are we just going full defensive? I don't know if we need to do that. So we've had a move from 8 to 12, and then a move from 11 to 6. Never mind. Like, I get why you might want to go full defensive, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. Okay, we've reset our turn.
Unwound those moves. Yeah, I have to do this even though it feels like a terrible idea. So I'm going to first move there. So first things first, we'll battle moles here in this clearing.
Okay, so we're picking off the lone moles. 2-2. Not necessarily the roll we wanted to see. Cat, you're in the way.
We're gonna battle cats here.
in clearing 3.
Yes.
Actually, we are going to fox ambush.
Yeah! That did not happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was. We had a move, an act battle, and a battle. And now the only place we could really exert to plot would be 10. Brad Venture, no, it will happen at the end of this round, so after the river folks' turn.
We're going to plot.
Oh,
You're
This
not
is
trying?
an exert.
No, yeah, exerting, and we're going to plot.
this is fascinating. We don't have any cards in hand, so exerting means we don't get any cards.
Oh, I took out the crow. This is the only number that's not showing up for me. What number do you guys see this button clearing as? I'm thinking 12.
12. Yeah.
Yeah, so I removed my only Corvid from 12.
Crows are having a real interesting time. We moved 2 corvids from 8 to a 12.
Thanks for your patience. That was a tough one to decide on.
We moved 2 corvids from 8 to 12 and battled the mole there. Killed the mole and our own warrior with 1 left. We battled the cats in 3 with 2 corvids because we propaganda bearded one of the cats there. The cats had an ambush. And now we exerted to plot. We have a hand size of 0 right now. It's just quite fascinating to me.
Maybe we're counting on Muran Broker.
Maybe. But with only Foxcrafts left, that seems pretty unlikely.
Okay. I am going to buy mercenaries.
Okay. We talked about this a lot last turn.
Cheers.
We did.
Indeed.
Oh my.
Not exactly sure what it's getting us. I guess it gets us through 2 very easily.
I get my 1 in the burrow.
Johnny, it might have, yeah.
I am going to build, revealing loam.
Have a good night, Punkstar Man.
Have a good night.
Get here.
All right.
So the only thing about building, propaganda bureauing would be, it would have been in 5, so it's not like it's taking out a lone mole. And if we're not attacking 5, I don't know if it's really getting us that much.
I should probably recruit with the last one. Yeah, we'll recruit. Minister actions. We're gonna start with Brigadier battle. Battling crows in. No, wrong clearing. Clearing 6 is the one I meant. Sorry. You have no hands, so I'm guessing no ambush. Yep.
Ooh.
Yikes. That's unfortunate. Alright, we'll battle crows again in clearing 6. I'm not gonna roll. Okay. There's 1. We are going to mare. We're gonna battle again in clearing 2.
Crows.
Yes, crows.
Roll them bones.
Yikes. Alright, trying again. These are excellent rolls. That feels better. And we'll take that hit on the otter.
No. No.
You
No.
did 2 though. Yeah, sorry. I'm blind right now, so it took me a second.
Okay, and that does pop your raid.
You don't get to freely.
Don't mercenary hits have to be taken in a specific order?
They do.
Yeah, first one mercenary, second
Okay,
one.
okay.
No.
Okay.
Backwards. Odd hits
Alright,
go to
we're
the
then gonna-
active player.
Oh, odd hits gonna
two
happen.
points.
So it's 1 U, 2 otter, 3 U, 4 otter.
Then let me see. You killed my mole in the bunny clearing.
I just double checked that because I knew it would come up.
We're going to sway banker. If I can find him. There he is.
It's a good turn for...
Alright. Moving to evening, we're going to return these 4 to hand. We are going to craft...
A good turn for the moles.
Should be a lot worse because we shouldn't.
Craft a loam.
We shouldn't be in 2.
Do I want to
Agreed.
craft the other?
I'm gonna read it for like the 5th time just to make sure I'm not crazy.
Or not.
Odd hits by removing owned warriors. Yeah.
The reason I know this is because I always buy mercs to battle when I don't actually exist in that clearing.
Right, that's
to avoid it.
That's the best way to use mercs is when you're not there.
And then
Because the hits do
draw 3 cards.
the hits do prioritize you when you're there.
It does.
But you don't have to be there.
All right, we will discard the bird dominance.
Fair.
End turn.
Cool. Well, forgetting that other services beside hand cards exist was a mistake.
No,
Sorry.
Yeah, that's an easy mistake as otters.
Took advantage of my.
It's why so many people say
You need to
to
apologize.
just smash riverboats and mercenaries up to 4 and leave them there because they don't want to have to think about it.
So it sounds like Riverfolk wanted their own warriors.
A crow.
Sounds like it.
A,
Or they just wanted more funds. They didn't want to.
get coffin makers. Does anyone know how this coffin works, or should I ask Guerric to?
You
just
can
pick it
drag
up and move
over.
it? Oh, okay,
and
cool,
then,
cool, there we go.
switch its state.
There we go. Cool. Perfect. Is that the right way around? Yeah. I might just move it back a bit so it's easier for me to see.
It is very easy to forget this far away, but sure, you do you.
The warriors automatically go in here, or will I need to remember that?
You will need to remember that.
Let's just assume I need to remember that. So I'll give myself one of these. And Guerric, can you make this big, please? Guerric, because I'm forgetful and
My camera.
if that can just be sized up. Thank you. Okay, what am I doing next?
I think you can stop.
Let's spend a mole to draw. Yeah.
Any chance you spend those 2 cats left?
Any chance you buy?
I mean, if a bird card shows up, then yeah, but if not, then probably no. So
Yeah. Kind of not worth it right now for me then.
okay.
How else are you gonna get false orders though? Cats are the only ones controlling foxes.
Well, I'm struggling to see a way back into the game.
Back into the game.
I've just been attacked so hard in battles.
It's fair. It's fair. Moles bursted more than I remembered.
Like, yeah,
But again, we knew the mole burst was coming.
maybe I spend.
Moles were severely underpoliced in the early game.
And if I get ambushed again, it just sucks.
And otters have taken
I need to.
some losses in battles. Which means now they have to actually spend their funds to get back on the map. If they're going to do so.
Yeah.
And again, this is huge. People don't talk about this. If you can successfully craft items away from otters, you can way overbuy. Because it's not overbuying. You've policed their primary points outlet besides trade posts.
And trade posts only get you 18 points.
Right.
So the 12 points, where do they make it up from? Like, besides battling. But battling is a thing, but I don't know.
Let's see here.
I just emphasized it because it doesn't get talked about. People are like, if you buy, you gotta hit. But they never talk about the fact that if you are crafting these items, you're doing something as good as hitting the otters, if not better in many cases.
Let me. I'm going to use another mole to draw.
And this is why
Now it's
dividends have always been
Let's.
argued for
Yeah,
on this channel.
That's another thing.
We are spending the cats now because we found the anvil.
Yeah.
Build a trade post.
But yeah, it's a good point. We haven't seen dividends this game.
No.
That could have helped solve a points deficit in the late game.
Let's commit a mole
And also,
to craft the anvil.
I know why we're spending these cats for this anvil,
Points.
but
Oh, and 2 points for the trade post. Sorry.
I maybe would have preferred to just sit with cards at 4
last
for another
mole
turn.
Committed
Maybe.
to draw another card, and there it is. Fantastic.
Because
I think, let me just
What round are we on?
5.
We're on round 5.
Fox Dom's only really useful for overworking to people, I think, isn't it?
Hmm.
It's just like Fox Dom and Bake Sale are both useless. I don't think anyone's buying either, to be honest. That allows people to Dom swap. This allows people to do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, Batmaster, exactly.
Anything without lizards in play?
It can help
It's
moles.
kind of like maybe you want to expose a Corvid plot, so you can Dom swap the Fox just to give them a trash card instead.
Or moles could swap a bird card
maybe
for
I
the
should have put it
dominance.
so that people could do that, to be honest. But I've done that now. Sorry, so I'm moving into evening.
Yeah, you don't see it as often, but dom swapping is good for moles.
Service costs. Crows, you still want loam?
No. No, I don't.
What would your price for it be? It's tough because I do think I want it, but
Did the 2 cats we just spent go to the coffin?
The cats won't be able to buy it at. So
They
Bay and the
should
Bay,
have.
yes.
They
should.
They should have. They didn't.
2 cats I paid. Do they go in the coffin?
Hell yeah, they do.
Does anyone know, or shall I ask Guerric?
So anytime they would return to their supplies, they go to the coffin.
Oh.
Yeah. So they should be in the coffin, right? We can check that if you want, though.
Nah, we can.
Cool. So do you mind putting 2 cats in the coffin?
Yeah, we can put those in the oh. Let's
Cheers.
Zoom.
there's 2
After
cats in there.
asking Guerric to make this so big, I went and forgot it. It clearly needs to be, covering this quadrant of the table for me to remember.
See, I should have gone bigger.
I think that's everything. Yeah. So I guess you're probably not going to buy it at 4.
I only have 2 to buy with.
2.
So,
because you
just in
need a
full
recruit. You're
transparency.
saying.
Yeah. Well, no. I only have 2 warriors in my supply.
You have 3.
Oh yeah. But that's the thing. If somebody pops that raid or whatever, I don't know if I'll be able to.
Sure. I mean, I can't sell it. I can't sell it for 2. I can sell it for 3 because I'm still holding a crow.
Over the morrow, I feel that.
Hopefully you buy it.
Yeah, more. Either put it right next to the map or put it near you. Whatever is better for you.
I think.
Don't shove it off into a corner. Presida, how do you do this teleport meeples thing? Yeah. The numpad in the Winter Tournament mod will zoom warriors.
So
if you pull up the notes feature, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm going. If you pull up the notes feature, which I have turned off, but it's like the text message on the right side, bottom right of the screen.
Put that
which
there.
4? Yeah. Nothing. The stuff down there behind us.
Let's see, 3.
It shows you which numpad numbers.
Anyway,
Gamble's live.
Recruit. Battle. Recruit builds.
Gamble.
Recruit.
Ooh. Will over tomorrow curse Evelyn.
We'll see. Yeah, Zamboni, you made it.
Nice.
Okay.
It is possible your country does not allow gambling. It's also possible you might just need to refresh.
If you have gambled before and you're not seeing it, I would just refresh.
I am covered in crumbs from my bread.
I just shoved them on the floor and said I'll deal with it later. It's your office, I don't care.
It's my office, so I care, so I'm shoving it into the trash can.
I think the holes in the trash can might not help that.
Shush!
Okay.
I don't have a stretch to 10. What am I crafting to get me to 10?
You have the banker and the mayor.
Yeah, but okay, that gets me at most 5 points. What else am I doing to get the rest of the points?
Yeah, so
banker, mayor, Citadel points is only 7.
7, and how much cardboard's out there?
this would be a little bit of a stretch for a mole win, but not impossible.
No.
Easy 2-turn clock though.
Mhm.
Easy 2-turn clock, and I don't know who.
Battle. I'm not gonna.
I don't know who stops them. I don't know who outraces them.
I don't.
This feels like easy mole money.
I just think moles are the real threat right now.
Yeah. So bummer prices were set to 3.
Bay in the Bay, if only that's how that worked.
I think that was a reaction to what I did.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean,
Can't leave it too.
if you banker your hand, oh, you won't gain the cards back.
I know.
You get 4 back.
Just sucks. I only have 2 in the supply. So what we're going to do
How many
is
warriors in our supply?
anything.
2. Okay, so we can't purchase at the moment. If we lose some warriors, maybe that opens up an Otter's extension of our play.
Hi.
We do have Loam for an extra battle.
Betting on cats to save the economy. Monte Cristo, the hero.
The hero we never knew we needed. No, wait, we always knew we needed.
Okay, so we are going to build a sawmill. So that'll be 3 wood. 1, 2, 3.
Well, now I found the 3 points Otter moles need to win.
Yeah. That's
Need to be doing this turn.
that's juicy.
Missing on the map. I feel like
I think reinforce 3. Otherwise, I can see a moles win if you don't.
Churroscu, yes, absolutely.
yeah. So then we're going to recruit.
Is it going to happen? Probably not. But should it happen? Absolutely. It should have happened ages ago.
The hard part is Otter's not existing on the board right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this has looked like a runaway mole game for a long time, but that's, spilt milk under the bridge.
Here.
And thanks, no.
And I kind of want to guess the plot.
I think we're entering greed mode. We feel the end coming. We feel a little bit of hopelessness, so now people are just, what points can I grab?
I guess maybe, like it was put out alone, right? Maybe they expected this raid to be able to activate it. Maybe it was a raid bluff because they want a card to recruit.
Yeah. Because I feel like that's a point. It denies points from crows. I don't think moles have it this turn. And that just gives me another turn to do stuff. So I feel like I have to go for it.
All right. We had...
Yeah. So we're going to expose, or we're going to go for exposure in the bunny clearing. And I'm going to guess it's an extort.
I actually have to check. It is not.
Dang. Okay. I was thinking extort because there's not one of those, and crows love their card draw. So
I thought it might be.
That's a good point.
Might be a bomb.
Yeah.
In case you came and built there.
2 people gambled Riverfolk Company. 20 coins, 0%.
I don't know. Okay.
3 people,
And
1.7k coins on the cats, 4%. 3 people, 6.5k coins for the corvids, 17%. And 11 people, 31.1k coins for the duchy, 79%. Not surprising.
Let me take a second here.
And Churroscu, Luke lost with the vagabond, so no.
I guess that means Luke isn't my friend.
Oh, nothing died that time.
Luke's my friend.
Cats for the coffin.
nope,
Alright, cool.
nothing died.
What if next year's tournament allowed players to see the results of the gamble once it ends? How do you mean, Cars Mars?
I'm a little I don't know. Maybe I
Churroscu.
didn't see a way to do it without. Didn't leave me exposed.
Moles are winning a lot. moles are winning a lot. Maybe too much. We'll have to take a look after this year and see.
Okay.
I said last year that Wooden Alliance were maybe a little overtuned. And I said coming into this year that moles are probably okay in a pure mathematical sense, but overpowered in terms of fun.
Decision to decide.
And they might be a little more than just okay in a mathematical sense.
No,
Of
you
course
don't
you
need to be in
aren't,
sales
but,
mode. You might talk me out of it. So watch out.
Okay.
I mean, you'll probably get 2 uses out of it.
Allow anyone to use tunnels to enter the burrow.
Giving,
That'd be cool.
like, they're screwed. There's not a lot of crafting possible. It's reasonable. It's not the least reasonable thing to do.
Does it get a clearing suit then?
It's a question. It's a question. I mean, it is a clearing. It counts as a clearing for royal claim.
Yeah. I guess.
Have there been Wooden Alliance wins this round? I know their win rate is really good this year, but I also don't feel like we've seen them very much.
And then we'll just craft this in my crafting phase.
Got ourselves a loan.
This in the flip phase.
No.
Let's get
The Wooden Alliance has not won this round. They've only played like twice, I want to say, though. Maybe 3 times.
What is that guy? A raid. Oh man.
yeah.
Yeah, Brad Venture. I mean, I've been pretty open about the fact that God of War is probably too efficient.
That was actually my other guess was raid because it was alone
actually-
and you wanted someone to attack it. So
I wouldn't.
Well,
I mean,
if I didn't get
in a perfect world,
down.
everyone's win rate would be 10%.
And I had bake sale, which
Something like that. They don't need to all be 10%, but they should at least be like within a range of each other.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's probably a little too disparate at the moment.
Because for some reason my bag is empty. What was I thinking? All right.
No, Brad Venture, I was saying it's 10% per faction since there's 10 factions.
As well.
It depends on
Propaganda Bureau.
depends on whether you're comparing the rate across all games versus games they're in. And across all games is a bit of a faulty stat because the factions are not equally available in games. But yeah, so like
the fun thing.
25% for
I'm gonna put this out here.
25% for factions versus games they're in.
Yeah. Why didn't that happen?
Over the morrow, it is also currently at 0.
Thank you.
And it's a real 0 now because we did have a second bag about it a game.
Allowed to do it.
yeah, it's you don't complete the
And
action.
yeah,
but you do as
so
much
it's
as
a
you can.
remove and. So yeah. So there we go. All right. Now.
Yeah, that's the other thing, DJ. I think I'm not drawing any conclusions at the moment. I'm just saying like these are things to look at when the whole thing's done.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously nothing's changing like mid-tournament this year or anything like that. I'm
No.
just
And I do, when I do breakouts, I do every round and like the combination of the whole thing. So we can look and see what rounds might have skewed things a bit.
Woodfeld, there is another match today. Yes. Let's see. What time does it start? Is it 8 p.m. Eastern time? So in 3 hours? That sounds right. Where's my my calendar's in my other tab. Here.
9 p.m.
9 p.m. Eastern time. Oof. In 4 hours.
Churrosco,
Ooh.
it may not be the hero you wanted, but it could be the hero you need.
Oh wow.
What did we just do?
Oh goodness.
We went to the keep.
Goodness gracious.
All right. I was wondering if something like that would happen.
The first battle.
Okay.
Ambush.
All right, yeah, we have given up on
Not
the...
wish to play an
Yeah, it's like I said. We've entered that phase of the game where we're just chasing points and seeing if we can outrace.
All right, so we are going to discard this guy. So the 2 warriors go away, but they. Oh wait, does Field Hospital? How does Field Hospital work with?
You get to do it, but all 3 hits have to be dealt first, I think.
Yeah.
So you lose
Okay,
a building or the keep, but the warriors stay.
Brad Venture, it did not change. Is it potentially 7 in your time zone?
Yeah, we're actually. Yeah, we're gonna lose the workshop. The 2 warriors will leave, and then I'll discard a route T to keep the 2 warriors
Yep.
there.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yep.
That is all copacetic.
One move. Battle 2. In 4 as well. I'm sorry. I should have asked, did you want to use an ambush?
Nope.
2/2.
So 2. Okay. We are going to discard this guy to keep 2 warriors there.
Oh yeah, sorry.
One other thing, I need to grab that guy. He was supposed to be there.
Oh, I guess the cats never go into the coffin, do they? Because they
Field hospital means they don't go to the coffin.
never return to the supply. Yeah.
It is
So
it's a what's the magic term? A redirect effect, something like that. No, it's a replacement effect, which is not a good term when talking about root because root has a term called replace. But it's redirecting where they go, and don't ask where the cats are while you decide whether you're doing that.
They're in space.
Plotting with third action. I'm going to exert to move.
Hi.
And then that's going to be my turn.
I feel like there was definitely safer ways to chase cardboard than going after the keep. But we did get 1 point.
I mean, that was... I think that actually was, like, the easiest 3 cardboard target. It was just gambling on cats not having cards.
Yes.
So, like, if we thought our only path to victory was nabbing some cardboard and outracing moles, I think that was a reasonable play.
Go ahead and get my free.
I think moles already were winning Churrosco.
Then I have to think.
The question is, do they win on this turn or next turn?
Yeah, that's the only question. It does open a building slot for cats. That's not nothing. It's a good point.
Cats has to step away for like 1 second. I'll be right back.
And we have 4 sawmills on the board, which is a good place to be for cats. How many? Yeah, I was about to check how many cards we have left in hand. Only 1 in hand, which doesn't feel like enough, but let me start doing the math on that. 4 sawmills.
How many moles do we have in the burrow before you start doing your math?
I believe 1 after recruiting, 2 before recruiting.
In the burrow. Okay, 4. Got it.
Oh, sorry, 3 in the burrow, 1 in supply.
I feel like I know the answer to this, but I just want to clarify. Tunnels are not connected to each other. They are only connected to the burrow, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'd have to move into the burrow and then back up out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
I know what I would do.
That. I think it's maybe worth it.
Yeah, I think with 4 moles, I would do it.
I'm just trying to calculate cats real quick. I don't see it for cats.
For moles, what I would do is I would recruit 1, dig into 3, battle 4 times, and see where that gets me.
Yeah.
Scoop 3 cardboards, banker the whole hand, and then score markets to 10. Absolutely leave a phalanx.
Yeah, there is a path for moles. We talked about it a little bit earlier in the round, which is why I wasn't like going over it all right here. But yeah, we could go after 3.
This may or may.
Which I think is the best concentration of cardboard.
So we are going.
I think having only 4 warriors to do it is totally fine.
Yeah, and like the key thing is that we're not sacrificing our 2-turn clock to risk the 1-turn clock, and I don't believe that's the case. Oh, we're gonna go clean up the keep. We're gonna take out the snare in 11. That doesn't work. We can't place pieces in 11.
We cannot place pieces in 11.
Cheaty.
Pumpkin-eaty.
Do I want to do it in that order?
No one's catching it though.
This can also be a problem. Be my hero.
Good move.
Be my hero. Speak up.
Cannot be placed in a clearing with a snare.
Oh,
so
right, the
that's
snare.
not
That's fair.
possible.
That's fine. I can do it somewhere else.
Okay.
Chaotic Noodle, my hero.
Oh, wait, if we dig, then we only have 4 cards in hand. So that's 4 plus 2
Pop up in 7 or 12.
plus 3, that's only 9 points.
Battle them there because I can take care of 11.
We need to get 4 points of cardboard.
Put it on there instead.
Which is maybe doable. We have loam and an item and defenseless plot here.
Oh, the defense plot. I'm right.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. I think the plan is still fine. It's just we can't do it in 11, obviously.
Magic Zamboni, I think that would be just different.
I forgot to drop.
Yeah, just different.
Is
Just
it too
different.
late for that or no? Probably.
I think we didn't let someone else draw after their
Okay,
turn. So
okay,
yeah,
that's
no.
totally fine. Totally fine.
Vet Phalanx, well, not wrong if you consider where it sits in the full kit of moles.
1, 2, 3.
I think it would be a slight nerf, actually.
Yeah.
Because
we're gonna tunnel into 9.
the current
Mm-hmm.
the current iteration is
We're going
a
to
form of variety and repetition.
Double tunnel.
Going for the Duchess points. Yeah,
okay.
Mostly because I want to get value off of Duchess of Mud. Moving on to Minister.
I don't know that
2 points for Duchess of Mud.
I don't know that
We are then going to gain 2 points for Baron of Dirt.
this is maybe better for
Discard
our
rabbit
actions.
cards to.
Because this is effectively bankering. We spent 2 cards. No, our cards are all bunny. We didn't need to do this.
We still need 3 points from somewhere. And I'm not sure where we get it because we can't move out of 9. We have to battle through 9.
Going to Loam move.
Yeah, if we spent 2 bunny cards to get 2 points, and then used banker to spend 3 bunny cards to get 3 points.
Can't move those.
Yeah, we.
Into.
No.
Evelyn, you can't move those.
No.
Do I want to do it that way?
You can't do it that way.
It would be 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it's a bit tight, but I think I want to.
That's why I wanted to just dig in 3.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we had to do it in 3, because we don't have the density to move around.
And clearing 4.
Does no one notice?
Nope.
I do not wish to play an ambush.
Yeah, nobody noticed.
Oh.
Okay.
That's going to be our ending.
Against cats because
Yeah.
I'm being dumb. Fight. 2-0. I am going to activate Mouse Partisans.
Ooh. Okay, we will remove the 2 cat warriors and the keep.
Yep.
I don't think it matters, but yeah, in the coffin, yeah.
Yeah, Karsmars, the players have to catch it.
Get your point for storming the keep.
Okay. Second battle is against the Sawmill and clearing 4.
Yeah, you just take that, sucker.
GG.
And then
GG.
Mayor Brig is going to attack this.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
exactly, Trisk. It's a shame, but I think Evelyn would have won anyway.
I agree, yeah.
Okay.
I think is why the table is not catching things.
Yeah, again, it's like I said, I
We've
think...
gotten to a defeated moment.
Right, I think the table felt defeated.
But
I'd be saying I wish I picked moles.
Yeah, you
chaotic
don't pass
people
up.
giving up moles.
And we had a great hand for moles,
We did.
honestly.
Wow. Well played.
Yeah,
Very well
great
played.
game. Great game.
Great game, everybody. Great game. Congratulations, Evelyn, with the moles victory. The moles, dirty moles. But
I feel dirty. It feels bad.
I mean, you can always go shower after the game's done. So.
That's true. That's what I do every time I play moles. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. Congratulations, Evelyn. We will see you next round. immatipyou, Indifferent Fish, Chaotic Noodle. Thank you so much for participating in the tournament. It has been a pleasure to have you, and I greatly appreciate everyone who joins, including you. So thank you so much. It means a lot.
Thanks for having us.
I hope it was fun.
Great time. Great time.
Everyone watching, thank you so much for watching. We have another game tonight in about 4 hours at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, so we will catch you then. See you later.
Oh, man.